Listen. We expect everyone here to treat their coworkers with a certain level of respect. Okay. Here's the deal. I'm not here to waste your time. Okay? And I certainly hope you're not here to waste mine. So I'm going to keep this short. Become an employee of this firm, you will make your first $1 million within 3 years. Okay? I'm going to repeat that. You will make $1 million within 3 years of your first day of employment at JT Marlin. There is no question as to whether or not you'll become a millionaire working here. The only question is how many times over. You think I'm joking? I'm not joking. I am a millionaire. It's a weird thing to hear, right? I tell you. It's a weird thing to say. I am a fucking millionaire. I guess how old I am. 27. You know what that makes me here? A fucking senior citizen. This firm is entirely comprised of people your age, not mine. Lucky for me, I happen to be very fucking good at my job, or I'd be out of one. You guys are the new blood. You're going to go home with the Kesset. You are the future big swinging dicks of this firm. Now, y'all look money hungry, and that's good. Anybody tells you money's the root of all evil doesn't fucking have any. They say money can't buy happiness. Look at that fucking smile on my face. Ear to ear, baby. You want details? Fine. I drive a Ferrari, 355 Cabriolet. What's up? I have a ridiculous house in the South Fork. I have every toy you can possibly imagine. And best of all, kids, I am liquid. So, now you know what's possible. Let me tell you what's required. You are required to work your fucking ass off at this firm. We want winners here, not pikers. A piker walks at the bell. Piker asks how much vacation time you get in the first year. Vacation time? People come and work at this firm for one reason, to become filthy rich. That's it. We're not here to make friends. We're not saving the fucking manatees here, guys. You want vacation time? Go teach third grade public school. Okay. First 3 months at the firm or as a trainee, you make $150 a week. After you're done training, you take the Series 7. You pass that, you become a junior broker, and you're opening accounts for your team leader. You open 40 accounts, you start working for yourself. Sky's the limit. A word or two about being a trainee, friends, your parents, the other brokers, whoever, they're going to give you shit about it. It's true. $150 a week, not a lot of money, but pay them no mind. You need to learn this business, and this is the time to do it. Once you pass the test, none of that's going to matter. Your friends are shit. They tell me you made 25 grand last month. They're not going to fucking believe you. Fuck them. Fuck them. Parents don't like the life you lead? Fuck you, Mom and Dad. See how it feels when you're making their fucking Lexus payments. Now go home and think about it. Think about whether or not this is really for you. If you decide it isn't, listen, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. It's not for everyone. Thanks. But if you really want this, you call me on Monday, and we'll talk. Just don't waste my fucking time. Okay, that's it.
I don't want to change your mind. I don't want to think about your mind. They say love is blind. I don't think you're blind. You don't want to understand. I don't want to shake your father's hand and walk in the sand and act like a man. I get on the bus, right past I stop, and though I'm late, I can't get off. I just can't bear to tell you some lies. Narrow your eyes. We'll take back everything we said. Split up all the things and move ahead. Forgot how you said to split the side off the bed. I get on my bike, ride down our block, ride through the world, through the green lights. But when I think of all your advice, I narrow my eyes, narrow my say love is blind. I don't think you're blind. I get on the bus, right past our stop, and though I'm late, I can't get off. I just can't bear to tell you some lies. Narrow your eyes, narrow your eyes. Now let's toast the sad cold fact, our love's never coming back, and we'll race to the bottom of a glass. So narrow your eyes, 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 narrow your
So there was some question about that opening drop among my fellow panel members. It's a bit of a surprise. That's from the upcoming VH1 Behind the Music special, Radio Tiki.
Yeah, really. Somebody had some cameras in here day one.
Yeah.
That was what Chris sounds like off mic. Amazing.
By the way, I'm still getting paid $150 a week.
Yeah, what the fuck? Chris?
You haven't passed your Series 7.
Damn it.
No, but that's a radio handler's license. I've been studying that book. You ever go to those radio tests? It's a bunch of, like, really old men. You go, I got my amateur's license today.
Do they still require us to learn Morse code? That always messes me up.
You need Morse code on, like, the third level test.
I think they're actually taking that out, the Morse code, because no one uses it anymore.
They still, yeah, I mean, the only that
there's two levels to the license. Trust us, we listen to Art Bell.
Yeah. That's all that Art's doing now that he's retired. Retired. I mean, that opening montage, Chris. I mean, first of all, bravo. It's an eye opener. It is an eye.
That was one scene. No montage there, my friend.
That was brutal. That damn movie.
I wonder if he did that in one take.
No, I'm sure not. You know, it's things like that make me really, really respect Ben Affleck. Then there's, Armageddon.
Forces of Nature.
Forces of Nature. Yeah.
No, Armageddon.
Forces of Nature.
Well, Forces of Nature was a date flick.
Is that one with
But it wasn't
Sandra
a good date
Bullock?
flick. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well.
No. He's very powerful, very succinct. Fuck you, Mom and Dad. That's a beautiful thing. And I was saying to Maurice, during the pre-show show that we always have, that nobody hears but us. You ever see those traders like downtown? Well, Chris, you spent a lot of time downtown last week.
Yes, I did.
They're fucking nuts. They're absolutely crazy, those guys.
When I got off the train, we would sometimes walk by there. I had like a few choices. I could get off the train depending which side of the train I go.
Yeah.
I'd have to walk by the Chicago Board of Exchange. And there's like, I swear to God, there's like 50 of them smoking outside waiting for the market to open.
Oh.
And they're like shaking. They're shaking, man.
Uh-huh.
Did you see in the newspaper?
Do they have their coffee, too? Were they smoking and drinking coffee?
Just the smoke.
Okay.
Just the smoke.
Oh, you know why? Because they don't want to have to stop to go to the bathroom.
The caffeine would interrupt their cocaine buzz.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Knock on wood. No, I'm going to go so far as to say it's like a job requirement. If you're not hopped up going into work that day, you're not going to make it. You are just not going to make it.
Maybe they're just high on the fact that they can make $1 million in 3 years.
Or lose it in an hour.
Well.
You can lose some or all of your investment.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Great scene in that movie where they're all sitting around watching Wall Street, like doing the parts. It's the filmmakers saying, yeah, we ripped off Wall Street. We're proud of it.
We're happy about it. Greed is good. Did you see, did anybody see in the paper this week, the big thing on the Board of Exchange? No
platform shoes.
The platform shoes, the kids these days.
No platform shoes.
Can't wear the platform shoes because I guess traders are... Oh, I'm sorry. Did I screw that up for you?
Jeez, man.
We'll
We're not
save it
even
for
5
later.
minutes into it.
I didn't know. You know what? Maybe we...
Edit.
We should talk about what stories we have just briefly before the show.
Edit.
I'll save it.
Ford may have problem with tongue.
I'll save it.
Ford trading under the symbol F on the New York Stock Exchange.
Coming up later, Chris has got a wonderful story about the Chicago Board of Trade. CBOT. Oh, Board of Exchange, right. No, it's CBOE now.
CBOE.
E.
There's a lot of room in the studio here this evening. A lot of space.
Why is that?
Steven is not with us tonight.
And around the globe, thousands of copies of Winamp just have had the stop button clicked. Oh, fuck this shit.
The comic relief is gone.
Yeah, you know,
the comedy is gone.
You know, last week Steven was right. He's like, you know, all this years of academia, and I've been reduced to a catchphrase. It's goddamn hot.
Speaking of goddamn hot.
Speaking of goddamn hot, Steven actually this week is, he's not with us. He's on callbacks. Now, those of you familiar with the entertainment industry, he has auditioned and got a second callback for Survivor 2.
Really?
Now, next year Survivor 2 is in the Australian outback, Chris.
Wait, I thought he hated Australia.
Well, that's why you get you gotta have the cranky old guy.
Yeah.
You always gotta have a cranky
Oh,
guy.
you know what? No, he hates Austria. I got that mixed up. I'm sorry.
What is this, a Mel Brooks movie all of a sudden?
He likes Australia.
We like Australia. We hate Austria.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, this week Steven is he's somewhere near Ayers Rock, I guess, and he's trying to get that wheelchair up the ramp. And
there's no ramp.
Is that desert out in Australia?
Ayers Rock, it's like this flat space, open space, and there's this big fucking mountain right in the middle of it.
No, it's one of those geological things. Like basically, it's a magma that's cooled, and the surrounding mountain has eroded away.
Devil's Tower.
Yeah, well, Devil's Tower is a form of that, except that's granite rock, which is crystallized. Another example of this would be...
Hey, Mr. Wizard.
Geek alert.
Damn.
Stone Mountain's like that in Georgia, if you get a chance. It's exactly the same concept.
It's an earth pimple, okay? That's what it is. It's a big old zit in the middle of Australia.
I like geology.
Well, it's Friday night. You know what? I don't have Steven here in front of me. He's got a little counter on the front of him. I have to consult my watch.
You stuck that thing on him. I don't even think he knows it's there.
I know. All it is it's a lousy egg timer, too. You know, it's just an egg timer I stuck on to start the show. And sits
turn on the TV.
Ass.
Steven's going to be on there, and it's going to be sitting right there.
You guys, next year when Steven makes Survivor 2, you'll see there's a little like chicken-shaped egg timer stuck to his ass. I put that there. That's so I can keep track of what time it is on the show. Damn. It's Friday night. It's 8:15 Central. And this is the Great Radio Tiki Experiment. I am, of course, Tom.
I am, of course, Jeff.
Jeff! I am, of course, Maurice.
And this week I nominate Jeff and Steven for banishment.
Because Tom has immunity.
We all remember what happened last week when I was nominated. No, I was kicked off last week. Huh?
Kicked off the island last week.
We didn't eat. As long as I can just keep bringing in the fish.
You know, this Big Brother Survivor thing, it's getting real bad. It's getting real bad. You know, Chris is now like going into people's houses and changing the channel. He's like, "Hi, how are you?" Flips to CBS. What are you doing, Chris? Oh, Big Brother's on. You are one sick puppy, Chris. You are losing it, man.
I was watching it online before everybody showed up.
Whoa. Any more nudity?
No, now that the exotic dancer has left.
Who gets rid of the stripper? You're in a house full of people, and, there's cameras on all the time. On about week, 28, when people are getting real crazy, you're going to want the stripper there. What do? They vote her off in the first month. What the hell?
Well, no, we the viewing public voted her out.
Yeah, that's stupid. That's absolutely stupid. That was going to be a free show.
You know what? All the women voted her out.
Damn it.
Well, it was 74 to like 26%. So she got 74% of the vote, as opposed to Curtis's 26%.
You know what it is? It's about... Chris, you guys all know my man Chris has got a thing for the freaky women, okay?
Yeah.
Now on that Big Brother show, there's a freaky woman. She's got some baggage. She's got some purple hair. She's got some heavy eye makeup, and she's got the dark black lipstick, just like Chris likes, you know.
I think we all have a soft spot for that. I know I certainly
we do. I married one, okay, but
okay.
Well, in her cure
polygamist. When are we going to meet her?
Yeah,
she's not that way anymore since we squeezed out a puppy, but
and for about the 10 years preceding that aforementioned occur.
Ever since we've known her, perhaps.
There are photos. What was I saying?
Where are these photos? Okay.
Somewhere where you will never ever find them.
But anyway, my theory
Chris
is
in the corner with a old photo of
my
Vicky.
theory is there's a lot of dudes out there. Good God.
Whoa.
There's a lot of guys out there like Chris that like the freaky chick, right? So what do? They do the honorable thing because they think the freaky chick's going to fall in love with them and vote out the stripper. You think that theory has some holds water?
No, I think it's just because she's an evil person. That's why she got voted out.
That could be.
Yeah,
People
probably.
don't like bad
I'm so
people.
tired of the cliche evil stripper. You know, there's so many movies based on the evil stripper.
As opposed to all those strippers with a heart of gold.
Strippers with a heart of gold.
Could you name one of those movies based on the evil stripper?
Showgirls.
Phone Chris.
Uh-oh.
We haven't
Studio
had that.
phone has
We haven't
rung.
had that in about 20 weeks now.
You know, it could be Vicky calling to argue about the freaky chick. She did used to be a freaky chick.
Uh-huh.
What? Yeah, we are. Let's hang on. We'll pull
It's
that
your
down.
brother.
We're pulling the mic down on the show a little bit. We're having some technical issues. We'll keep going with the show because while Chris is on the phone,
Yeah, you'll note that
we can't continue and listen to the show at the same. Or
What was the
Chris on
technical
phone at
issue
the
that you
same
pulled on the mics for?
time. Cheeks goes. The mics are pinning a lot.
Yeah, we were
So,
pinned a
I pulled
lot.
that.
Okay.
I pulled that
That's
off.
probably a good
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, you'll notice that we don't yet have the phone hookup to the radio station.
As
here
soon
yet.
as we get our first $5,000,
But,
I will get that equipment.
Scott apparently checking in from Ozfest.
with
Oh, Scott's got a report from Ozfest. Hang on. Okay.
Tom, it's for you.
You know,
Tom,
all right,
it's
we're
for
doing
you.
a show. I'll see what I can do.
No, get off. Maurice and I'll carry
we'll
it.
hold it. We'll hold it down.
Tom's gonna go get the phone.
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, please let the show.
Yeah, okay.
So, if
Uh-oh.
you would like for us to get this phone hookup to take callers,
Give us money.
and one way you could give us money is to visit the Amazon.com link through our website.
And what would that website be? Notice how we just slipped right into this.
That website would be www.radiotiki.com. Many of you have just used it to get there to listen to us. If you have not, if you've gotten there in some other way, please go to the site. Check out our.
Oh, this is
I can
just
hear.
tragedy.
Is that cheering at Ozfest? Yeah. I hear, Tom. We have speakerphone now. He's
Do we want to try this?
Speakerphone.
If you guys are willing to experiment, sure.
Well, here's my mic. Why don't you experiment a little there, Lucy?
Here we go. All right, Scott, hang on a second. We're going to do a live report from Ozfest. All right. My brother Scott is out at Ozfest here in the Chicago area.
This is not gonna
Pantera
work.
is on stage right now, and they have just set the stage on
Pantera?
fire. I'm going to hand it over to Scott. Go ahead.
Well, everyone, it seems like the crowd is going crazy. The mosh pit is larger than I think I've ever seen a mosh pit in my life, besides like Woodstock.
to Santana.
Very large mosh pit.
To Santana.
Pantera's going pretty crazy. The stage looks to be quite on fire.
The stage is on fire. Pantera has gone crazy.
Oh, Pantera.
I think he's
Santana.
in the mosh pit.
a minute.
Scott, are you on fire right now?
No, I'm not on fire at this moment in
Scott's
time.
not on fire. We are scooping the world here. We are the first people in the world with this story. The stage is on fire at Ozfest.
We are broadcasting live from Ozfest.
Live from
We have got a
Ozfest.
man on scene. Scott, can you give me a list of the bands that are going to play tonight?
Well,
And give you a list of bands that I've seen today.
Yeah.
Let's see. I've seen Godsmack. I've seen Kitty. I am now visually seeing Pantera. Static X has also been on live today. A couple other no-namers. Let's see, Pumptown, Crazy City, some other little no-namers. It's nothing big. A lot of CDs being thrown around, get their name out of town.
no, we got to get back to the stage on fire thing.
Okay, is the stage
Are there
still on fire?
fatalities?
Tell me more about the fire on
Injuries.
stage, Scott.
Well, it's being raised above their
The fire is above people's heads.
Can someone call 911?
It is above people's heads. It is the background of Pantera. We have the Pantera metal sign on fire above the crowd.
Scott, are there emergency personnel on the scene?
Are there what?
Are there emergency personnel on the scene?
Oh, they're all over the place.
Any of them hotties?
So many.
Hey, somebody call CNN. We have tape of this.
How much are you paying for beer?
Well, I spent $12 today, thus the quantity of 2 beers.
Whoa.
$6 a beer.
Whoa.
God damn it, Scott. You should have snuck something in.
They're like 48-ounce beer.
Oh, well, okay, as long as you're getting a
Well,
half
48
gallon.
ounce.
Yeah, you're pretty good.
We have lost Scott.
Uh-oh.
Scott, are you with
Whoa.
us?
Wait, oh.
Are you still with us?
We will attempt to reestablish contact.
We were just checking our connection. Who is coming on later tonight?
Ozzy will be on at
The
9:45.
fire department?
He's the last one to go today after Pantera.
Ozzy will be on in an hour and 20 minutes.
Will Ozzy be biting any rodents or fowl?
What?
Will Ozzy be biting the heads off of any rodents or poultry?
We've not heard any knowledge at this time, but, you know, in his older age, he might just gum them.
And for those of you who missed that joke, it was in his older age he might just
why
gum
don't you
them.
take a break now? Why don't you give us a call back a little later, maybe when Ozzy's starting, you can tell us
When they
how
start-
he opened up the show, okay?
When they start hauling out the bodies.
We'll go back live at, say, about 9:45.
Okay, we'll check in with you live. Thank you, Scott, reporting from Ozfest. Ozfest 2000.
Whoa.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Scott.
You know, if this ends up on the news, I don't know.
Amazing.
Well, that was fun.
Our first live feed through a
scoop.
speakerphone.
I don't know if any of that turned out.
The mics were going. They're not pinning quite as much as they are now. Pinning as quite.
It was
as
going
much.
up.
Pinning,
It was going up between, say, the 5
pinning
and the 3.
as much as they are now.
I didn't do anything. I just said the fuck down.
No, we're fine. We're fine. Just get the microphone out of your mouth
There we
and
go.
you're fine.
Anyway.
Bite me.
Wow, what an exciting opening to the show this week.
Yeah.
Woo. Yeah, we'll have to check the tape
Exciting.
later to see if any of that turned out.
Yeah.
If it didn't, let's just a brief recap. My drunk brother is at Ozfest right now. Ozzy Osbourne, Pantera, and I guess several no-name bands, according to my brother.
The Munchkins.
Hey,
He
Kitty
is-
was there.
He has consumed a couple of 48-ounce beers, and he's enjoying watching Pantera set fire to the stage right now. He'll be checking back in with us at about 9:45 Chicago time. So we'll get back to Ozfest a little later. All right.
We certainly will.
All right.
Now, what the hell were we talking about?
We had lapsed into a little whoring because Maurice and I were the only ones left, but we can save that.
Oh, we were talking about whoring? Or
Well,
were
it
we-
was
whoring
because
ourselves.
it was because of the call, and we noted that we don't have a connection for the phone yet.
Uh-huh.
So,
You know,
but before that, I don't even know where we were at before that.
I don't remember.
there's got to be other equipment out there other than the $5,000.
I think we had just said hi.
That was pretty good, though, from what I heard.
Did it sound good?
It
Yeah,
sounded awesome.
you could hear it.
Yeah.
We
You
might
could
have
hear it.
something passable then, my friends.
Oh, no. Open up the floodgates.
We might have something passable.
The number to the studio is 555-1935.
That's 555-1935.
West Coast listeners.
West Coast listeners, dial 1-847.
If you are calling from east of the Rockies, international listeners.
All right, we've got a few things to open the show. It's 8:25, so I can cover a couple of these. Number one, I got a phone call this week. Special Olympics tried to scam me. Maurice looked at my notes from before the show. He goes, "How did Special Olympics try to scam you?"
Yeah,
Here's the thing.
You know, they're a charity. and
They're a
all.
charity.
Why would they try to scam you?
Well, my wife had a hand.
Allegedly.
My wife
try to
had a
scam
hand
you.
in it. Let me explain.
Allegedly try to scam you.
Allegedly try to scam me. Okay, allegedly. I get a lot of telemarketer calls at the house. We even got the caller ID to kind of alleviate that, and we still get quite a few of these, right?
Oh yeah.
So one time, Vicky goes, she answers the phone. She goes, hang on, I'll get him for you. I go, who is it? She goes, somebody calling, telemarketer. So all I do is I grab the phone from her. I hung up. I didn't even say hello. This is like the first time I was ever that rude to a telemarketer. Normally I let them go through their thing. Well, I'm not as rude as you. I mean, I don't have the gift.
Granted.
You know.
I'll give you that much.
You are an artist, sir.
Well, thank you.
So I just hung up. I was fed up. I hung up the phone. Vicky goes, that was Special Olympics. You were such an ass. I go, you could have let me know. You could have told me it was a charity before I hung up on them. I hang up on, I listen to the fucking vacuum cleaner guy talk to me for half an hour. I listen to the credit card spiels. But when it's Special Olympics, you just go, it's a telemarketer. So I said, Vic, if they ever call back, I will listen to Special Olympics and, I will even donate some money, right? No, I said I'll donate some money. I feel bad enough about this, I'll do it. So they called last night. And it was Special Olympics. I said, all right, I'm going to repay. I'm paying back some karma. The guy goes, first of all, sir, this is Special Olympics, and we don't want any money from you. I like the way this started.
Of course.
And he explained the whole thing about Special Olympics, what they do for the handicapped kids and all that, self-esteem, blah, 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 blah. I'm waiting for him to get to his pitch. And all we are asking from you, sir, is to subscribe to your favorite magazines, as you normally would, and then we would just get a little piece of that. Very much like we do here on the Great Radio Tea Experiment. It's a partnership.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is the volume of magazines that they wanted me to subscribe to.
Oh, yeah. What, 5 of your favorite magazines?
No.
4 years.
Yeah, it was like 4 years.
Sure.
He says, now, can I interest you in Time or Newsweek or Entertainment Week? I said, well, we'll stop there. Why don't you give me the EW? I'll take that. Well, I'm not sure EW is on my list. You just said it was. No, we have Time and Newsweek and Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, EW is Entertainment Weekly. That's what I want. I never heard it called that
You're
before.
too hip, Tom.
So right away, that was a red flag in the conversation. So the guy says to me, okay, can we interest you in, here we go, 200 weekly editions of Entertainment Weekly? I said, what? Yes, 200. 200 copies will be delivered to your house. 200
at the same time.
No, I hope not.
All the same week.
200 weeks? A 200-week subscription? That's 4 years. Yeah, and we can take that in. All right, you're right. Now, Chris is drinking. I don't want to spit take here.
Here we go.
We can take that in. I can't even say it. We can take that in 36 equal payments of $9.
Oh, my God.
You want me to pay 36 months on a Special Olympics donation? Yeah, that's the plan we're really trying to push. This is a little bit more commitment than I wanted to make.
Wait.
Sir, we have lower subscription rates. Do you have anything in the, 20-week range? Well, no, sir. Our lowest one is 110 weeks.
$420 for 4 years. It's $100 a year.
Yeah.
That's $2. That's nothing off the newsstand price.
There's the rub.
I'm thinking like 4 years, maybe $90-$100.
But it's for charity, Jeff, and none of it is tax deductible.
So I told the guy, I said, look, I know where I can donate to Special Olympics. Actually, I can do it through Vicky's work. And what I did was I sent a $25 check with Vicky to work today, and I cleared my contract.
She bought lunch.
Yeah. No, it was made out to Special Olympics. So,
she Catholic much, Tom?
I married
Mr. Guilt Boy?
I married into... No.
I think so.
I have paid my dues.
I think so.
Tom's always had the karma thing.
Yeah,
ever since we've known him, he's always had. That's why he's bad at cards.
Ever since you killed
because of the karma thing. Because he wins some and then he gives it right back to us because he feels bad that he won.
I don't want this money. You take this.
That's why we always beat him at cards.
Exactly. So the karma thing.
Do you do that at the casino too?
No, casino. Fuck
that's
them.
a lot different.
Casino's different. Those bastards.
Big money.
Casino is like doing work against the devil. If I win, I've done God's work. That's the way I look at it with the casino.
That's a very interesting perspective.
Thank you.
You're gambling at the casino.
And if you lose, the devil gets your soul.
All right. So I would like to encourage people to donate to Special Olympics. What they do is wonderful, but I'm not sure about this plan, this little subscription plan. So
They call me up all the time for that kind of stuff.
yes, please, the Special Olympics, volunteer your time. They could really use more people to volunteer their time. But if you're going to donate money to Special Olympics, donate it directly. I had a weird experience last night. That's what I'm going to say. Okay?
Bad touch.
Bad touch.
Maybe like it's not like when you gamble, it's not like that's it. It's more like that movie with what's her name from RoboCop called Limit Up, where she had to go and like buy all that wheat and stuff like that, and then she figured out that the person that she was doing it for was the devil, so she sold it all, and it was really for God. And like and what happens if the price of grain goes down below a certain point, like all the excess grain is taken and sold to third world countries to prop the price of grain back up. This movie's called Limit Up.
What the hell are you talking about? Are you high?
Did the roofies just kick in, Chris?
You're high right now.
No. The movie's called Limit Up.
I think you're remembering some bad economics lecture or something.
No, I think he's remembering this
But
movie, but
is
just
like
not
economics at the Vatican.
able to fulfill a complete
if
sentence.
If the price supports fall, you're doing the Lord's work.
Actually, in my explanation, there was no punctuation points, which might might be the reason why it didn't.
Which
make
is
sense.
what drew us to the conclusion that you were high.
Oh,
Now, you want a good Vatican movie.
good Vatican movie?
Hudson Hawk. I'm sorry, everybody
Whoa.
hates it. I love that movie. Just a little thing there for me.
He befouls, Andy,
Yeah.
the nun.
Right.
What's her name?
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Befouls the nun,
Oh, well, I guess I hate the movie now.
I'm just saying. No.
Yeah.
Anyway.
By the way, speaking of befouling nuns, there are many porn sites dedicated to just that type of activity.
Tom, they're not real nuns.
Damn it!
How do you know they're not real nuns?
Yeah, what are you taking the pictures there? Click, click.
Anyway, where were we going next?
We're probably right at a good point for a little music. We have a couple other free flow items. We've got some
And
news.
no news.
No, we got some
no
news stuff.
entertainment.
I could throw something out there. It's a quickie. Could
Quickie?
somebody please explain to me that I have the daughter now, and she's getting into baby things, and now the baby cliches are starting. Can somebody explain to me the term overtired? What the fuck is overtired? You're tired or you're not tired.
I've never heard that term.
The mom, the grandmother, the aunts. She's just overtired. No, she's really tired and cranky.
Are mom, grandma, and aunts all in the same family?
These are like great aunts and.
But I mean, are they all from the same general
No,
family?
No.
I've heard that phrase.
Oh, have you?
It's
I was just wondering if it's something it's a term used in their family.
Now, in that same vein, there seems to be all these special terms that pop up with the child. In the same vein, today my daughter developed a little fever. Okay, it's like 100, 101. Babies get fevers, they get sick, that's fine. Called the doctor. The doctor goes, that just might be some little summer virus.
A delightful vintage.
A summer virus? These are things that I've never heard of. There's like a whole baby book of
You're a bad
terms
parent,
that
Tom. Just face
I
it.
must be the worst father ever. Summer virus.
They have that at Hickory Farms too. You get the
You
variety
get-
thing with
you get
the
a variety pack.
summer virus.
That's summer sausage, Chris.
Oh.
And never mind.
One other quick thing about the baby, and then we can do the song. I'd like to just put out there, my dog doesn't listen to the show, but I'd like to tell everyone,
Well,
I love my dog. I love my dog, and here's why. I took my child over to her grandmother's house this week, and they have a high chair there, and we fed her the way we normally feed her in the high chair. There was a ring of filth on the floor underneath my child when it was all done and over with. Bread, meat, fruit, milk, just all stuff spilled on the floor that guess who had to clean up? Yeah, me. I assume that this same thing is happening at home, but my dog stations himself right underneath Alex during the meal.
these are Thor's salad days. You know that.
He loves this child. You're like, when we go, Alex, are you ready for dinner? Thor wets himself.
In Thor's mind, Alex is just a treat. Thor's been a good boy, so he gets an Alex.
Look, Alex. Now my daughter
Either that or Thor thinks Alex is feeding him.
Well, she has fed him. When there's something she really doesn't like, she takes it out of her mouth and she just holds it over the side of the chair and drops it. And when she drops it, he's waiting right there. It sometimes doesn't even hit the floor. It doesn't hit the floor.
If it's out of her sight, it's out of her mind. So she's just trying to get it out of her sight.
And
sir, can I have some more?
I'm okay with this because I don't have to clean the floor. That's the way I look at it. You're listening to the great Radio Tiki Experiment at www.radiotiki.com.
Some people wonder, even when the day is gone, in a hot-ship hotel room, it's where the hearts fall. The bubble floats so madly when it stays sky high. Hello, partner, kissing and bye-bye. Sometimes romance is pulsing, sweet angel in disguise. Chinese-looking girlfriend with brown eyes, little cousin and lady, sophisticated man. Hello, partner, don't look quite well. And it's you and me in the summertime. We'll be hand in hand down in the park. We're gonna squeeze it aside and then twinkle in your eye. And the sunshine vanishes the Some people wonder when we were born in a distant hellhole was the World War. But all I see is film for a careless despair. An alien man with a naked red hair. Sometimes get up, press the side side. There's no time for looking down. Only can word, no talking to the town. How do you coin the phrase now? That will set you so high. Just to touch a lonely heart. It's you and me in the summertime. We'll be hand in hand down in the park. We're gonna squeeze it aside and then twinkle in your eye. When the sunshine vanishes the dark. It's you and me in the summertime. As I turn my white skin red. To peace in the same party as we are. Never read too much fiction. Is this how it
Take it from us. We've been all over the universe.
But we've never seen space-age values like we've seen here. At
Tech Value Electronics Superstore.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
I'm so glad you guys forced me to watch that movie. I blew a Saturday night rental on that. Vicky goes, "Well, you're gonna rent movies? Yeah, let's rent movies." I go get that. She goes, "What is this?" I go, "It's it's the funniest Star Trek sequel ever." She didn't get a lot of it.
No.
I know.
You don't say.
I know. So the big news, big opening news, which I actually have no story for this evening. Nobody in California is listening to us. There's no power, no electricity in California tonight.
Anywhere?
Chris has a few thoughts.
California, like all those, you read like a futuristic novel that takes place in the future. And,
One of those?
And like how everything's gone.
Can I be Johnny Goodboy?
Yeah, everything's not that futuristic, but 5 minutes into the future kind of novels.
Max Headroom,
where the plants become overpopulated and there's rolling blackouts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And utilities suck, and that's California now. So if you want to know what the future is going to look like 50 years from now, go to California. Man. Yeah, when the president goes on television, president of the United States says, "Hey, everybody in California, turn some shit off." When he's doing that, it's a bad situation. They're buying, they're buying power from Nevada, who barely has enough power for themselves in Vegas. If the Hoover Dam, if they ran it at more than 10% capacity, they wouldn't have a problem.
Maybe they did. Maybe they opened it up a little.
No, can't.
Why?
Federal law.
Army Corps of Engineers said so.
No, they can't.
Federal law, it cannot do more than 10%
right.
of its capacity.
They can't compete with real power companies because basically their power is free. Dam's paid for itself. It's all profit at this point. It's all gravy.
That's just a crime.
Yep.
Now, is that because it's run by the government?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, I see.
I see. It's all falling into place.
It's all a big, beautiful lie, isn't it?
Couldn't they?
These are those same guys.
Couldn't
that
they
the water-powered engine down?
Couldn't they cut some? Couldn't they run that thing a little more and cut some taxes with
No, because
to compensate for the profits?
Because basically, it would be the government would be running a utility, and that's why they don't want to do that. State-owned utilities,
but it would
power companies, in competition with actual real companies.
But they could just then set the price at the same same price as whatever the other power companies
price
are doing.
fixing. That's like Moscow, sir. That's Russia.
Pretty soon we're standing in line for toilet paper. Are you Pinko?
I'm just thinking of a way to cut taxes. That's all.
Just thinking
of a way to cut taxes.
I'm just giving out sandwiches to the hungry people. I don't know what you're doing, pal. Sorry. There's a throwback from my McCarthy hearing days. Sorry.
Were you blacklisted, Tom?
You know what?
Tom was considered a red.
I was blacklisted, but just recently all my writing credits were reinstated. Thank you very much.
How nice for you.
I got my Oscar from 1949. I got my Oscar from 1952, so I'm all set.
Wow, it's nice that you traveled back into time to obtain those Oscars in the first place.
Well, I'm a man of mystery.
Anyway,
a man is stupid.
Did we want to jump right into the hard news squishy?
I don't think we have any more agendas or agenda items to take.
All right. Well, my mother-in-law didn't buy a car this week because it looked like dried blood. But that's all I have to say about that.
Really?
Yeah.
The color of the car?
The color of the car. She was going to buy a car. And she goes, I don't want to buy this car because it looks like dried blood.
Wow. I finally got to download Napster.
Congratulations.
Because beta version 2.6 would just kind of like crash at random on certain machines. Read mine.
We'll just keep talking through that.
And I just went there at random and found they had version 2.7, and it works for me, and I'm very happy. I just sat there all day trying to stump it today.
And just a little preview.
Well, you're searching for songs, seeing if they wouldn't pop up.
Whoa.
Oh, there we go.
Half the stuff I search for doesn't pop up, but,
I'm like finding songs that like were on the radio for a week. Got played once on 120 minutes.
We finding any Dave Kendall?
To the break.
I wasn't looking for that.
We need some Dave Kendall clips.
That's another insight into my sick, sad world. The high point of my week is I now have a copy of the song 21 by Marry Me Jane. That was the high point of my week.
It wasn't the Republican National Convention?
What a highway that was.
Hum's back.
Yeah, Hum's back. I think it was when Chris crawled back from underneath the radio station over there.
In the studio.
The studio. Actually, talking about Jeff's downloading the Napster Day. This means you are that much closer to your own show.
You know, I had the first one done about a month and a half ago.
And what happened to that?
Well,
In
it's
the
still
can.
sitting there, but you know, I don't want to put one in until I have the next one done. Know what I mean? Just so.
Are you developing a pipeline?
Yes, just so I don't. You remember how Tiki Zine died?
Yeah.
It was delivery as needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
a
that's
previous project
You know,
of ours on the way.
I want to deliver show X and have show X plus 1 already done.
By inductive,
I see.
inductive reasoning. Yeah.
You know, we should.
And you know, up until today, I was depending on the kindness of Chris and Nutella,
Oops.
neither of which are all that productive.
Hey.
Well, I mean, you know, I have to.
Damn.
I have to get to the show
Damn.
half an hour early and tear you away from Unreal Tournament and
Monster kill.
And Big Brother.
Monster
and Big Brother.
kill.
That's all I meant by that.
Yeah.
No, really.
You know, I think Dan still has copies of all those old Tiki zines.
I hope someone does.
Somebody should. We should find out.
No,
and
we
get
shouldn't.
That's some good shit.
No, we shouldn't.
Those were some good articles.
No, they weren't.
What we're talking about, Maurice hit it right on the head. He said this was an old project of ours. Many times you hear us on the show talk about how we're amazed that we're still doing this show. we had this. This was back a few years ago when e-zines were the big thing, and we jumped.
Everybody had an easy.
We jumped on that media bandwagon, and we had a pretty nice.
Done that 5 years ago, man.
Was that 5 years ago?
Yeah.
God damn.
Yep.
Was it was really that? Yeah, I guess
Yes,
so.
it was.
Yep.
You know why? I know. I can confirm that it was 5 years ago, because I've been 5 years with my company, and I wrote like one of my last Tiki Zine articles when I was in between houses and living in my parents' basement, and that was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Holy shit! I thought it was only like 2 years ago.
Oh no.
Jesus. What have we done for 5 years? Drink.
Nothing.
Yes.
Do a lot of drinking.
Drink.
Consolidated.
Yeah, we gathered our forces, and now we are striking.
Gathering
the
a power base.
great Radio Tiki
No,
experiment.
no, we could have done this 3 years ago. It would have just been the mediocre Radio Tiki
That's
experiment.
right.
Exactly.
Well,
We waited.
Actually, we didn't have the technology 3 years ago.
Oh, bite me.
ever since Chris, just prior to Chris picking up the DSL line here in the studio, which has been how
I'm
long?
sorry.
A year and a half?
It's a year this month.
Year this month? So just prior to that, we went, hey, what would it take to do an internet radio show? So we've been kicking it around for 2 years.
Could we work on that math again?
Well, no, it's a
Okay,
year.
Whatever.
Just prior to a year ago.
Just prior to a year ago was 2 years ago.
Right.
Oh, God.
I'm in management, man.
Could you just say DSL again?
DSL? DSL?
Uh-huh. Speaking of DSL,
Yes.
so how many people are already sick of the Dick and Bush jokes?
I don't get enough. I don't get sick
I
enough.
don't
of
get
them.
enough of them.
You like the Dick and Bush jokes?
I'm watching the convention last night.
DSL.
Florida loves Bush.
I'm watching the convention last night. Florida loves Bush. California loves Bush. Gen Xers need Bush. That's what they...
Testify.
Those were the signs of the convention last night. Gen Xers need Bush. You know, it was a young guy.
You know what? That was just some guy off the street.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
He's neither a Republican nor a Democrat.
Though
He was
he's
just
in-
off the
He's
street.
in the Green Party. What the hell are you talking
He's in our
about?
target demographic, though, for this show.
Yes.
That's right.
Dick and fart jokes. That's pretty much it.
Dick and fart jokes.
I was watching the big speech last night. Made a lot of execution and cocaine jokes. So those will probably get old soon.
Yeah.
George Quincy Bush.
George Quincy Bush. Yeah, his mom and dad were there, just looking completely stoned.
Dude.
You know what? That's what I didn't. You know, I guess I'm going to go and reveal my party affiliations here on the show, but
Natural law.
yeah, libertarian LaRouche. I'm a LaRouche.
Lyndon LaRouche.
That's one of the things that kind of irritates me about this whole election year thing is everybody at work starts revealing their political affiliations. And
Yeah, we had that at work today.
it's stuff I don't want to know.
Yeah.
People that I respect and care about are now like coming out as Republicans, and it's really bugging me. So, like, wasn't that a great speech last night? No, he didn't say anything of substance. Oh, what are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Like, you know what? I like you a lot, so we probably shouldn't talk about this anymore. Let's move on. So it just, I don't know. I guess I don't want to bring the show.
I found
down.
it interesting. He talked about
All I know is that I'm voting this time.
Yeah.
Move to Lombard and vote for me.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I hear that's a wasted vote.
I can hear my vote going down the toilet.
Vote for a winner. Vote for a proven winner. Me. You were there.
So wait, now is the guy that you guys just hired as a replacement? You think he's going to win too?
Well, his seat is up for election.
Do you think he'll?
That's a kick in the pants.
Yeah, wouldn't that?
Hey,
wouldn't that be a big kick in the
welcome
pants?
to the job. Run a campaign now, booby.
Well, no, it's going to be a kick in the pants that maybe he could end up booting someone.
Oh no, it doesn't look like that.
He's got immunity this month.
The board member has immunity. There was something I was talking about of sort of importance before we got off on this election thing.
And that was?
You know what? I don't remember.
Tiki Zine?
We were talking about
Oh,
Bush.
no, we were talking, actually it was Tiki Zine.
DSL.
I was being facetious.
DSL.
Dick and Bush.
DSL.
Is that all you're laughing at? Is DSL? Jeez.
What a little private reference we have, mix it into the pop culture is something completely different. Into the mainstream is something completely different.
Speaking of DSL, have you seen those Dark Angel?
I finally saw one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although they've been showing more in the commercials now, and it doesn't seem as much dark future as I originally thought it was.
But it's like a dark future where there's blackouts and all that because everybody's using too much electricity.
No, wait. Going back for a second. DSL,
But she
that
does
is
kick
just
ass,
us,
though.
right?
Oh, yeah.
That's not just some widespread thing, right?
No. I'm guessing that we should maybe explain.
No, that's our contest.
I've mentioned it to people, and they didn't know.
That's our contest.
They had no idea.
For another
Until I mentioned it, and they
All
loved
right,
it.
Here we go.
For another season 1 CD?
Wait. Which people are you mentioning this to?
People
board
at work.
members.
Oh,
Board members at work.
I can
Management.
I can understand that.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's one or two people that I would think might have maybe
There
heard
are-
the term before.
With notable
people
exceptions.
who partied in college.
True.
With notable exceptions, this contest is open to any listener. The exception being Sandy, because I think she knows the answer.
And Brad. And
Brad-
Joe.
Brad is- Brad is
Brad
not
is
a listener, he is a
yeah,
contributor.
Contributor to the show.
A sometime contributor.
Yeah. And Joe Joe, you can't win. There you go. Okay, now this contest is open to all Great Radio Tiki Experiment listeners. If you can figure out what DSL means
And why Jeff was laughing.
Because
so you send in digital subscriber line, we'll just flame you somehow or something.
We're not talking about
And no, it doesn't
high
mean
speed.
kill motherfucking Depeche Mode either.
No.
Oh wait, that's something else.
That's a different thing.
Oh yeah. It doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean that.
It doesn't mean that.
What does DSL mean? That is this week's
To
contest.
us. What does it mean to us?
If you can figure it out, you will win. I'll even throw this out. An autographed.
Ooh.
Autographed Season 1.
You're showing no love to Antonio there, my friend.
Antonio knows he can send it back for an autograph.
It's just because Tom didn't think of it the first time.
Yeah,
that's all.
Because I didn't. Antonio, I'm sorry. Autograph just popped in my head right now. An autographed copy of the Great Radio Tiki Experiment Season 1.
That would be shows 1 through 21, maybe?
20, something like that, yeah.
20, 21, something like that.
I feel like the end of June.
Yeah, it's basically 80 hours of entertainment.
It's not 80 hours.
I thought that was what you told me.
We're up to
It's
about 80
over
hours
70.
now.
It's over 70.
No, that's
About
what we're at about
60.
now. It's probably around 60.
That CD,
Probably a little
Yeah.
less.
I think that CD was over 70 hours.
No,
it wasn't.
No.
You mean the CD you don't have a copy of and you've never seen?
I have a copy of it.
Actually, that's right. I have a copy
Chris
of it
gave
too.
everybody a copy.
Oh, I thought I was special.
Nope.
No, Jeff.
See, you suck.
It's only 20 shows,
I thought it was 22.
something
It's
like
through
that.
the end of June.
Okay.
So yeah, it's those 4-hour shows we've been doing since the beginning.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
88 hours. You're
Yeah.
right, Tom.
Okay. Well, it's a lot of entertainment on one disc. A lot of
A
entertainment.
lot.
Over 65 hours.
And it's got a little web interface to it, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's not just you don't just put it in and see a bunch of files. It's a nice little interface. It works apparently on Mac and Windows, as we have found out.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
But of course.
Well-written HTML will.
It's only the highest quality hand-copied CD. But we will send
sector
out
by sector.
an autographed copy
With a
of
pen.
that CD. So, all you have to do...
0, 0,
Ah, crap,
1.
I got to start over.
Damn! You know, my last name's got 10 letters in it. Son of a bitch.
Tell us what DSL stands for and you win one.
Yeah. And you can submit that answer either on the website in a posting, or you can email us directly at radio@radiotv.com.
No, let's pick one method.
Oh, you want one method?
Because in case there's more than one response.
Okay.
Comment at the show.
Yes.
Show comment.
You must post it on the website.
No,
No, Chris doesn't want that. Chris wants email.
Email.
Oh, an email, damn it.
Okay.
Radio@radiotiki.com.
Email your answer to radio@radiotiki.com.
That way we all get to see your answer.
You must be eligible to play in order to win. Sandy, Joe are not eligible to play.
This contest is open to worldwide residents above the age of 2.
No purchase,
No purchase is necessary.
Void in Wisconsin.
And we're prohibited.
And in Canada, you have to answer like a math problem too.
And send it in French.
This is not a game of chance, Chris.
Okay, okay, that's right. It's a game.
It is a trivia game, sir.
I'm sorry.
A game of skill.
So, news?
Yeah, I've got something. Speaking of Canada, and you can find this story on our website this week.
After the show.
U.S. ship runs Canadian naval blockade. Canada ready to board U.S. ship. Canadian warship stood ready off the coast of Newfoundland on Thursday to board a U.S.-owned vessel that was refusing to bring its cargo of Canadian military equipment into port until it was paid for transporting the costly gear.
Well,
we've been notified that they're going aboard, said Peter Morgan, president of the Maryland-based 3rd Ocean Marine Navigation.
Yeah, hey, we'll get it to you Tuesday.
Which owns the GTS Katy and is in a bitter commercial dispute with the Montreal firm that hired it.
Bitter father.
He told Oilers Ray on Wednesday that a Canadian frigate, the HMCS V de Quebec, joined 2 other warships monitoring the Katy, carrying $223 million worth of tanks and other Canadian military equipment back from Kosovo. A Canadian spokesman said the 3rd ship was there only on training, but its arrival did add to the tension.
I think it would have been funny if they just got in one of the tanks and just opened up and started firing.
We want our money, damn it!
The standoff on the high seas, which was more than 2 weeks old, resulted from a financial dispute, and on Thursday, the disputed amount is a mere $100,000. A mere $100,000.
Canadian or American dollars?
Canadian, so it's like $75,000.
Come on, Oilers Ray is good about the conversion
less.
factors there. What is it?
It's like 50 cents.
223 million Canadian equals 151 American. Figure it out.
Dollars.
Yeah. Apparently, there are 3 Canadian soldiers being held aboard the ship as well.
God.
Whoops.
It proved irritating and embarrassing for Ottawa, which has just wanted its shipment back, but also has faced harsh criticism for having to rely on private companies and foreign nations to fulfill its wide-ranging peacekeeping operations. In Washington, the Defense Department said on Thursday it had no intention of becoming involved in this dispute.
You go,
Come
girl.
on, let us off. Come on.
This is a private shipping company, and there is no U.S. military involvement, said the Pentagon.
Let us off. Come on.
However, apparently every other country in the world is involved in this. State Department spokesman Phil Reeker said in Washington on Wednesday the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, where the Katy is registered, has given the Canadian government permission to board the ship. The ship is manned mainly by Ukrainian immigrants and has recently visited ports in the Canary Islands and Portugal. So this ship's been all over the place. Let's see. He said on Thursday negotiations were continuing, but they had broken off shortly before midnight when the Canadian government issued an ultimatum to take 1/3 of what he said he is owed. I want to get past the boring money stuff. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. The vessel currently carries about 10% of the Canadian Army's equipment.
Time to invade.
The Canadian forces want to start working on and using the equipment for training back in Canada, but they can't because it's in the middle of the ocean.
There's like 100 horses on there for the Mounties.
It was supposed to have arrived in Quebec in mid-July, but is anchored 86 nautical miles off the Avalon Peninsula in Newfoundland. Morgan said the Ukrainian crew would not resist being boarded, but indicated they would not give any assistance.
Oh, please!
Here's something to get the Russian-built gas turbine engines in the port. So we have a Caribbean ship owned by the U.S., manned by Ukrainians with Russian-built gas turbine engines. Okay.
Hey, board the ship. Take your own tanks off.
We will not issue orders for it to proceed to port. And the captain has given instructions that we will not aid the Canadians anyway in getting this ship underway. She will stay in international waters until this thing is resolved. While the vessel itself is far too complicated for the Canadians to operate, it is conceivable that it could be towed. But the Canadian Defense would not comment on possible plans.
Oh my God!
We're going to war with Canada.
Oh my God!
Woo!
Over something like $66,000 American.
Yeah.
Part of the story that I skipped is the company said we need to take all the money that we're owed because if we don't get it, we're going to go bankrupt. He said if we don't get this exact amount, we owe this amount to somebody else. Mm-hmm. If we don't get it, we disappear. So we have no choice but to hold out. I skipped that because it was like all this financial stuff that I thought nobody really wanted to hear.
EBITA, we were talking a lot about that.
They had some filings.
EBITDA.
Next up on the news,
book-to-bill ratio. Was that talked about?
No.
Oh. As mentioned earlier on Radio Tiki.
Yes. This breaking story from Chris.
As stepped on earlier.
Shoe rule cuts traders down to size. Standing out on the trading floors at the Chicago Mercantile Exchange may soon be a little tougher. No shoes with soles thicker than 2 inches will be allowed starting on Monday, the CME said on Thursday. But it is not only the flappy, strappy, high-heeled women's sandals that CME wants to put a stop to. Platform shoes worn by men in and around the trading pits have been declared a fashion don't.
Short guys.
That and jellies. Jellies have also been declared a fashion don't, as are pinky rings.
Hey, you got a problem with the pinky ring, pal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. It offends me on several levels.
I've seen them that big. One broker said of a trader's
not talking about shoes.
Yeah.
Holding his thumb and index finger about 6 inches apart. You know what that means? That means how big it is. Never mind. I think it's more for the male traders than the females.
Do you have a lot of male traders wearing the big platform, flappy, strappy shoes?
Short guys.
Why they need to stand so tall? To see and be seen from the depths of the trading pits. To stand out in the sea of bright jackets, high-pitched voices, and wild gestures. Making a fashion statement also may be important. It's the escalation of elevator shoes, the broker said with a chuckle.
Could you just see the trading floor turning into like a bad let's make a deal? Like, do you ever see this show?
No.
Do you ever see? Yes.
No. No.
Bear with me on this.
No.
They're trying to get each other's attention. All right, I'll just leave it. Go ahead, Chris.
But twisted ankles.
I see where you're going. I don't.
I know what you're talking about. Never mind.
Monty Hall.
Forget it.
I thought you were talking about the game mechanics at first.
Oh no, I'm talking about trying to.
It's the big guy in the chicken suit.
Yeah, like the guy with the rainbow wig.
Yeah.
You know.
At the end of the show, when he's just pulling money out of his pocket to give to people if they have like a clothespin in their purse or something.
Do you have lipstick? Here's $1,000.
Oh.
But twisted ankles and foot injuries on the steps around the pits have been a problem, the participant said. They had a ruler out there the other day. I saw them measuring.
Oh, for God's sake.
One female clerk wearing 4-inch black platform sandals said she did not think she would get away with wearing them on the floor next week. I think they'll be strict about it. She said it's going to hurt. It's going to be the girls who are hurt by it.
Women shouldn't be on the trading floor anyway.
4-inch platform sandals?
Sure.
Yeah.
I bet she's pretty talented with all that kind of balance.
I've seen people try to walk downstairs in those. It's funny.
It's funny.
Especially when it's like their first time wearing the shoes.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God! Lord Jesus, help me falling down the stairs. I'm halfway down now.
I have more.
Okay.
In a Napster-related story.
Oh, yeah.
Stolen Stitches online rock needlepoint world.
What?
Who's going oddly enough now? Who's going oddly enough now?
Copyright law strikes again.
A Stitch in Time used to save 9, but bands of underground grannies have started stealing stitches online, rocking the genteel world of needlepoint and threatening to tie the industry in knots.
The hell you say?
Their numbers are probably in the hundreds rather than the millions that make up the Napster song-sharing community on the web. Yet the pattern publishing and needlepoint industry is so alarmed at the mostly elderly cross-stitch pirates who swap copyright patterns for free via the internet that they are threatening to take legal action. This strikes at the heart of the needlepoint industry. The people who are doing this seem to have a hacker's mentality, said Joe Weiss, executive secretary of the International Needle Art Retailers Guild.
Excuse me, son. Do you know where I can find some cool wares?
Grandma is elite.
I just bought some more yarn. I need some wares to make you some wares.
When we found out about it in July, we couldn't help but compare it to the music industry and what is happening there. If necessary, we will show them that we mean business, Weiss said. Using just a PC, a digital scanner, and an internet chat room, hot tub, I think is a big one. Yeah. A group of ladies discovered they could reproduce the charts filled with hundreds of tiny squares that serve as the patterns for cross-stitch designs and pass on the grid to the computer of a friend. The technology was not only quick but inexpensive, saving hobbyists anything from $3 to $12 a time for patterns ranging from intricate floral designs to dogs and angels.
Welcome to 5 years ago.
And Bless This Mess was a big one.
They just discovered it now. Yeah.
Well, because the older population is slowly catching up to the new technology, so they're getting in there. They're getting in there. They're finding the ways to hack the system.
Thieving exists at all levels. I love it.
Yes.
Greed. It's one of my favorite sins.
So basically, they're cracking down. They're sending out emails to a bunch of stuff, and
you know what? And this will scare the piss out of those old ladies. They get a letter from a lawyer, they're going to lose their lunch.
Just call them up and badger them. That always works with those scam artists.
We're going to shut you down. Oh my God!
I have more if anybody else wants.
I've got. Let me just break you up there a little bit then. You want to hear about German men being losers in bed, or Microsoft guys having too much goddamn money? Which do you want to hear about?
German men lousy in bed.
All right. Dateline Berlin. German men are losers in bed, and nearly half of the women in the country say their partners leave them unsatisfied.
Do this with an accent.
All right. Schnell! Yeah, a survey of 345...
No. Just the quotes. Just the quotes.
Okay. A survey of 345
But do it with a Welsh accent, though.
Good. You're stretching my talents.
Raquel Welch's accent?
A survey of 345 women between the ages of 18 and 59 by the INRA Research Institute found that 4 in 10 were disappointed with their partners. The survey was printed. Here's my first quote. The survey was printed beneath a page 1 headline that read, "The bitter truth about Germans in bed. Nearly every second woman says, my partner can't satisfy me." The women complained of being neglected, or that their parents were their partners. Their partners
were
the
problem.
It's a horrible picture emerges. A horrible picture emerges whenever I have therapy sessions with couples, and they talk with them with the women alone.
Therapy sessions.
Yeah.
Professor Hartmut Post, a leading sex therapist, told the German newspaper Bild.
What kind of a degree do you have to have for that?
A sex therapist?
Leading sex therapist.
You got to have an MS in sex.
Huh?
There's a thesis I'd like.
The women complain about their men saying they feel sexually neglected. It's almost as if the men are looking forward to a date on the calendar than a wonderful erotic experience.
Yeah.
He added that many German women have the impression that their partners treat sex as a required duty, rather than something romantic or even spontaneous. Dr. Werner Habermel, head of the Gewis, that's what it says, Gewis Institute. Gewis. For social research, it might be, no, there's no E in it. Said he found more than 30% of the women he surveyed recently were disappointed in their partner's performance. Men just don't know enough about the world of feelings that women live in. Everything that my friend does in bed seems so technical, said a chemist identified only as Kirsten. It's like he is the engineer and I am only a piece of machinery.
That was an East German accent, apparently.
Yeah.
East German swim team.
Yeah.
So you know how we accuse each other occasionally of making stuff up?
No.
Well, we do, trust me.
All right.
Do you know how Jeff accuses us of making stuff up?
Chris accused you of making up the double wide in Arkansas.
Triple wide. It was
Triple wide.
It was a triple wide.
I got two really short stories that look really suspiciously made up. They both appeared on the Oiters Ray at exactly the same time, August 2nd, 2000, 11:55 a.m.
Ford may have problem with tongue?
No. We have that semi-regular feature, Geek Beat.
Geek Beat.
This is news that is just suspiciously that geeks would get. In the first one, a life imitating a Monty Python sketch. You know, geeks into the Monty Python.
Sure.
German
Penguins
man.
on the TV.
That's just a stereotype. Sure.
German man robs underwear shop at gunpoint. We all remember that sketch, right?
Oh, Mr. Knickerbocker's exploded.
A man armed with a pistol held up a clothes shop in eastern Germany demanding a bag load of tights and underwear, police said Wednesday. Police said the man who burst into the clothes chest store shortly before closing time Tuesday then demanded cash, but was told by the owner the till was empty. He escaped with underwear worth about $188.
You could take that to a pawn shop. Goodwill.
And then the other story that it showed up at exactly the same time, Gnomes warm at central bank meeting, Dateline Sydney. Pranksters deposited about 150 garden gnomes on the steps of Australia's central bank before the bank's board was to gather for its monthly policy-making meeting.
I think that was an Illuminati reference.
Yeah.
Are they referring to the Gnomes of Zurich?
Zurich.
Yeah. That's all I had on that one. It goes on, actually, about
it's
the
going to be hard to
prank.
return them to their owners because they all look the same.
We think the gnomes may have been the victims of a student prank, City Police spokesman
I was
Paul
hoping
Jackson
that-
told Reuters.
I was hoping that the gnomes would show up wearing tights and underwear, because then
all
you'd
together.
have something.
Sydney City Council spokesman Craig Middleton said street cleaners discovered the gnomes before dawn, but the little plaster statues fixed to the steps with a building adhesive
Shit!
refused to budge until confronted with the professional cleaning equipment.
That's pretty damn funny.
The gnomes were hauled into custody at the Sydney City Council's depot.
You know, when we were teenagers, we thought we were pretty fucking brilliant by putting
Pink flamingos,
in the mayor's
lawn.
office.
Lightweight.
Not with glue, though. Damn it!
Wow.
Where does one obtain building adhesive?
But that was
It's glue. Strong stuff.
that was news for geeks that geeks might find amusing.
Well, let me follow up then with that, Jeff.
Uh-oh.
Let me follow up. Huge new telescope built in honor of Paul Allen to boost hunt for alien life.
Is this the Microsoft?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'll only read part of it. With millions of dollars in funding pledged by two of the men behind Microsoft software giant, the search for intelligent life on other planets got a big boost Tuesday as officials unveiled plans for a massive new telescope to scan the skies. The Paul Allen Telescope Array, named for Microsoft
Aptly named.
co-founder, who put up $11.5 million for the project, will be the world's most powerful instrument designed to seek out signals from other civilizations elsewhere in our galaxy.
What, the Professional Bowling Association wasn't enough of a trophy for this man? What?
I was going to ask you, this is the same guy who bought the bowling league, right?
Yeah. By the way, Paul Allen it's well documented that he's been interested in SETI for many years.
Well, he's got his own telescope right
And
now.
that he's a fucking loon,
Uh-huh.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Joining Allen in funding the project was former Microsoft Chief Technology Officer Nathan Mervold, who contributed $1 million of the total $26 million needed to field hundreds of linked radio telescope dishes in Northern California. blah, 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 blah. It's going to look for life, blah, 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 blah,
Blah.
blah. Should be operational by 2003.
So SETI, a mere 7-8 years ago, had no money. They were about to just scrap the project.
I thought it was 4 years ago that SETI was going to go under.
They started getting someone else started funding them small chunks or whatever, enough to keep the thing just going.
Spielberg.
I'm serious.
I wouldn't be
Really?
surprised. I would not be surprised.
I didn't know that.
But before that, they were about to scrap the entire project.
Sure.
They had run out of government money. It was cut on
They
NASA's
were
budget.
losing their telescopes.
Yep.
Yep.
All their telescopes were now being
Used for real work.
For quote real work.
Real work. Well, you know where SETI made the right move this past
SETI
year?
at home thing?
That SETI at home thing.
Yeah.
It's a stroke of genius.
Yep.
You got people excited about it. They're chunking away with their processors. They're not paying for processor time.
It's
Chris?
questionable in its
Value?
methodology.
What do you mean?
The data they collected.
Well,
The
they
data
collected
collected or the
collected
data
actual
processed?
data.
They collected data, and basically what's gone on is they've gone over the same data over and over and
Well, yeah,
over. That's all you're processing now is the same data twice, 3 times, 4 times. They've gone through all the data.
They went through all the data pretty quickly actually because they didn't expect so many people to join up.
Yeah, I mean they have.
They had over 1 million people at one point.
They had 1 million people using SETI at home.
But yeah, well,
Ain't their
supposedly they were going to
Without-
upgrade the client so that it would be searching different bands.
Without
as they
naming,
as they went over the
Right.
when it went through it the first time, then the
Yeah.
second time they go through a different band of frequencies. Next one, different band of frequencies. But I don't think they got to that.
No.
Without
I think
naming
you're just
my
everyone's
company,
just
I thought that was supposed to come out soon.
without
Yeah.
naming my company, I will say that there are people at work that leave their, not me because I actually couldn't get to work on mine, but that leave their workstations on, hooked up to the internet, and they're chunking away.
Sure, it's a
Actually,
screensaver.
I have
screensaver.
Yeah, I have it at home.
Yeah.
Hence, SETI at home.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
One guy apparently he'd done so much chunking, he's got a SETI at home hat now.
Really?
Apparently, if you complete so many blocks,
Really?
they have it in blocks.
Oh, well, you know what? You can also buy the hat.
Yeah, you can just buy the hat.
Well, he
See,
told me it was a thing for completing X number of
Really?
blocks.
Yeah.
Maybe he just bought it. I
Yeah.
don't know, but
That thing was called an online form.
yeah, he completed
Yeah,
these
because
blocks.
Name, address, visa number.
He was he was using just one PC at work, right?
No, he.
How many
this
PCs at work
individual-
did he have going?
Well, this individual had the one going at work, but he had several going at home as well.
Well,
Several.
but how many is several?
3.
That's not enough.
Well,
That's nowhere near. He is nowhere near with four
he is
PCs
his
running.
He is his own team.
4 PCs running, nowhere near the top in any category. There are people with supercomputers running this thing. You know?
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Well, he said that he got a little thing.
And then
for it,
there's
so
people in dorms in college where they have
hundreds.
20, 30. The dorm we lived in where they had that computer room.
Right.
There's people that did shit like that where they did the whole computer room all doing it at once.
Chunk, chunk,
Yep.
chunk, chunk, chunk.
So yeah, that's 4 computers.
Chris on board.
That's admirable, but it's certainly by no means a lot.
I'm sorry, Chris. Are we keeping you awake over there?
Huh? What?
Is it song time? Is that what you're saying, or do you have more?
No, I still have more.
He's got more.
Actually, by the way, I did once see something interesting in my SETI at home thing.
A WoW signal? Did you have a WoW?
No, it was not a WoW signal. Actually, they don't
Wow.
print anything out. You process all this information. You send the data back that you at the post process information. You don't really know whether you found anything or not. But I did see a signal, but it was a regular signal, so it was probably from a satellite or a pulsar or something like that.
Beep.
But it looked really cool on the screen because you could see it had this waveform. It was really cool because there's a 3D graph of
I was
time
gonna say, you
versus
could switch
time
to a
versus
3D graph
frequency.
and see where it is.
And it was pretty cool. I wish I had written down, because you also have the coordinates of where it's looking at. I wish I had written them down really quick, because then I could actually get out a telescope and look. Or ask Chris to get out a telescope and look
Vega.
at it.
Chris.
Yeah. Or Venus.
Chris has another.
Chris has got stories?
Helmet opponent dies in a helmetless motorcycle accident in Florida.
Well, there you go, smart ass.
Now that's ironic.
Is that irony?
He gets up to the pearly gates, and everybody's going, "You dumb shit." Please read on.
That's
Does it
pretty
get
much
better
the
than
story.
the headline?
I want to hear about his road pizza.
No, it's a woman. Russian probably would have survived had she been wearing a helmet, said Florida Highway Patrol Corporal John Schultz. He said alcohol was a factor, but the lack of a helmet greatly contributed to her injuries.
Whoops.
Governor Jeb Bush last month signed into law a measure to let motorcyclists aged 21 and older ride without helmets if they carry $10,000 in insurance. It took effect on July 1st.
I bet he's feeling really good right now.
He doesn't care.
Of course not.
Friend said motorcycle riding was Russian's passion, especially without a helmet. Lynn wanted to do what she could, even in her death. Close friend Christy Piscitelli said.
How did her death serve anyone's purpose?
It's actually going to make more people put their helmet on.
How did she serve her friends that way?
I don't know.
Yeah, her friend was high as well.
Mayor clashes with web retailers.
Mayor who?
The low-budget cable TV ad has a stern warning for anyone considering shopping on the internet. Ask yourself, do I want a chance at becoming a fraud victim, says a woman, her business suit and bookcase backdrop giving her a lawyerly presence. But this is no lawyer. She's an actress paid to make her plea by an unlikely source, the village of Niles, Illinois, a suburb just north of Chicago, that's hoping shoppers will eschew online commerce and head to its many discount shopping malls instead.
Eschew.
Yeah, Niles.
Niles Mayor Nicholas Blaze.
Nick Blaze of Niles.
Yeah.
Knows he's taken on a formidable force, but he says he has to do something to protect the $15 million in sales tax, 80% of all city revenues, village stores bring in each year.
Oops.
Good luck on that one, Nicky baby.
Yeah.
Nick will soon be turning to organized crime.
Allegedly.
Well, it is Niles.
Allegedly.
I was going to say, it is Niles over by there.
Over by there.
Allegedly.
So that's
a good larf.
Yeah, that's
a delight.
It's a long article. I won't read it all. So just hilarious.
He's not going to make it. Nick, pick another windmill, baby. Pick another windmill. This one's not going to work.
Well,
Build
he's
a parking
doing.
garage.
I wonder if it's an election year for him. I wonder if he's doing this for the free press.
Maybe.
No, he did it again last year for Christmas too.
Merry Christmas. All right, have we wrapped up the?
I'm exhausted.
The
Yeah.
news? Yeah.
I don't have anything.
All right. Well, we'll.
No follow up to the rich people and their fish. No real Napster
Yo,
news.
I've been waiting for
I ain't
the
got
Coy
nothing this
stories,
week.
man.
Yeah. No update yet.
Ford may have problem with tongue.
Ford has a problem with tongue.
He didn't go to the Abramowitz deli. That's
You know, they've got a nice cut of tongue over
They got
there.
a good
put
tongue.
It on,
Good
they
tongue
put it in a
sandwich.
Kaiser roll for you. Nice.
Very nice.
Oh. We'll wait for Chris to extract a song from the archives.
From the magic box.
Are you openly prepared?
Make music.
All right. Wow. Well, then take us out, Maurice.
You're listening to the Great Radio Tiki Experiment at www.radiotiki.com.
Say, Joe, who's the black private dick that's a sex machine for all the chicks?
Bill, I think that would be Shaft.
Who's the cat that won't cop out when there's danger all about?
Again, Bill, we're talking about Shaft.
Damn right.
You know, they say that cat Shaft is one bad mother.
Shut up, you guys.
What's going on? We're just talking about Shaft. I can dig it.
You know, it's as if Chris tries to throw us off, knowing how utterly dirty and depraved we were being during the song, and then he throws up a Shaft reference. Nice. This is that time in the show.
If you want some good giggles, cover up one of the letters in Clint Eastwood's name.
Just stop. Just stop.
Lint.
Yeah,
Lint Eastwood.
It's funny. He's what you pull out of the dryer.
Or some people's belly buttons.
Just, oh God.
Pull out? Did you say?
It's that lovely time of the show where we at the Great Radio TV
Whore ourselves.
Experiment like to whore ourselves to you our listeners. If you've enjoyed any of the music, songs, books, CDs that we talk about or listen to here on the show, we'd like to encourage you to use the Amazon.com portal on the website at www.radiotiki.com and help us out, because if we get enough ducats pulled together, we can get a phone machine here in the studio.
Speaking of phone machines, T-minus 10 minutes.
Yeah,
until the potential call
you know what?
from Ozfest 2000.
When Chris handed me the phone and goes, "You're going to love this," I thought, Jesus, he's in jail. He's in jail, and I have to bail him out. My brother is attending the Ozfest. That's the
Ozfest 2000.
Ozfest 2000 Ozzy Osbourne Concert Festival here in Chicago tonight. For those of you that missed the first part of the show, he gave us a delightful on-the-scene, man-on-the-scene interview over the phone
via
for
the
us.
speakerphone in the studio.
We'll be checking that out a little later. But anyway, you could do us a favor and help us out with anything that you would be interested in. If you want to get that book on Buddhism, you could get it through our link.
Or Clint Eastwood.
Or if you want to get a book about Clint Eastwood.
Or any of Clint Eastwood's fine movies.
A wonderful set of films from Clint Eastwood. You know what? Just this week we were talking on email about the wonderful film Any Which Way You Can, in which Clint Eastwood sang the theme song with Ray Charles, Beers to You.
Which is coming out on video this week, along with Every Which Way But Loose.
See? How very appropriate. And you can get all of that on Amazon.com. So please, check it out. Other things to check out. The website itself.
Well, I mean, if you're there.
If you're there, hey, poke around. There's lots of things. We've got our weekly... Jesus, you are like a 12-year-old tonight.
I believe we're getting our update from Ozfest 2000.
Yeah, Jen, why don't you get the update? We may have to interrupt our commercial announcement because we might have my brother tuning in with the... Is that Scott? Wait, he's not on the air yet.
We're getting him on the air now.
Okay. We interrupt this commercial announcement. We've got our live interview from Ozfest. It's my brother Scott. Scott, can you hear us?
Hello, Scott. Talk to me.
Scott, how is everything at Ozfest?
We are here at the calm before the storm. The lights have just gone dim for Ozzy.
The demons are dancing. The children. Is that Ozzy, Scott?
that is not Ozzy at this point in time. It is an intro video that we're looking at here.
Have you had any more beer?
What?
Have you had any more beer yet?
Well, I've had two more.
Two more?
2 more beers for Scott.
$24 total.
I know, that's the case, but,
Has the stage been extinguished?
The stage has, but in pre-setup for Ozzy, I'm seeing large amounts of flame for this.
Uh-oh.
A lot of pyrotechnics for Ozzy.
The stage is very well lit right now. It's very much so lit like the scene in Star Wars where the Emperor is sitting in the back on top of the stairs.
Oh, so a lot of backlight
very
lighting.
red illuminated stairs traveling down to the stage that I can almost foresee Ozzy walking down on the intro.
The correct word there is stumbling, Scott. Ozzy will stumble down those stairs.
Are there any chickens on stage? Roosters, doves, any flying rodents?
Frauds.
There's no foul at this time, no.
There's no foul. Have you been to the porta potty at the World Music Theater?
Scott doesn't have a monitor with him, so he
that's
really
right.
can't hear you.
Ask him.
Your brother would like to know if you've been to the porta potties yet.
No, we're at the World. They actually have good urinals. It's kind of like going to the Cubs game.
The troughs. And is Ozzy now taking the stage? Hello, Scott.
We may have lost
Say
Scott.
again.
Is Ozzy now taking the stage?
He is not on stage yet.
Yes.
So he's doing his whole, they're showing little video clips of him from way back and almost working into it.
Are there any video clips of him biting the heads off of anything?
I believe my brother has just been killed.
Oh, my God.
What?
Oh, the humanity.
What?
I said, am I at the wrong concert? Baby, bye. What?
Apparently Ozzy is using some InSync to introduce himself.
Is Justin Timberlake there, Scott?
Is Justin Timberlake there?
This is just not right.
Is Ozzy going to bite the head off of Justin Timberlake?
Maybe he's going to bite the head off of him. That would work.
Nice. Very nice.
Now we have a little Austin Powers thing going on.
Scott, can you tell us a little about the crowd at Ozfest?
At this point in time, the masses are seemingly at awe, not really sure, knowing what to expect with the events that are going on right now.
It's called stoned. They are stoned.
Have you been offered any drugs?
Am I on the air right now?
Well, hey, you know what? We can say this. You can smell it.
You can smell it.
Yes, I saw Pink Floyd at Soldier Field. I know what you mean.
You can smell it. It's like it's a contact high.
Yes.
Do you have the munchies, Scott?
What's that? Almost have the munchies.
How much are munchies being sold for at the concession stands?
Yeah, for almost the same price as beer.
Ooh.
Let's have the $5.50 hot dog. No.
Ooh.
I'm really confused as to where Ozzy's going with this intro. The stage is now lit on fire.
The stage is now on fire.
Does it appear to be intentional?
Very. Wow.
Is the fire under control?
Seemingly yes, but I don't think I've quite seen fire go that high naturally.
There's a lot of petroleum involved in this fire.
And Scott's seen a lot of fires.
The cause of and witness to several fires. Scott, are you still with us?
Are you still with us?
He seems to be breaking up.
I'm in the lawn and I can feel the heat coming from the arena.
Oh, dear God.
No. The lawn is approximately 1,000 feet from the stage.
That was a little warm. The entire crowd is on their feet.
Are you still in possession of your eyebrows?
Yes.
Good.
Is Ozzy on the stage now, Scott?
He is looking to be walking down the staircase. As Ozzy screams, "What's up?"
Which song does he appear to be playing first?
We may lose the signal at this point.
And the bug gets sparked for Over the Mountain.
You heard it here first.
The first song in Ozzy's set tonight is Over the Mountain.
So,
The crowd's still not very loud and active yet. I think they're still a little in awe from the intro.
Stoned.
It's either that or they're burnt.
Yeah. Scott.
So, Scott,
Talk to me.
we're going to let you go. Enjoy the show.
You're breaking up a little bit.
You're breaking up big time on us.
We can do that.
So,
You guys take care, and this is Scott signing off live from Ozfest 2000.
thank you, Scott.
Well.
Thank you, Scott, our correspondent at the
scene.
concert.
And Scott has proven to us this evening that we can get a pretty decent signal out of Chris's phone.
Well, depends on what you call decent.
Well, I mean, it sounded pretty good here. I don't know how it looked on the...
We'll check
the
the
tape
check
later.
the recording.
Those of you listening
course-
at home, if it sounded like total crap, we apologize. We've never done that before.
And of
so-
course, is anybody here at all an Ozzy Osbourne fan?
Not at all.
Not
I
at
don't
all.
even know.
Okay.
No.
I wouldn't know the
Not at
first
all.
song other than Crazy Train.
Yeah.
If he does Crazy Train, I'll know what he's doing.
No more tears. No more tears.
Oh yeah. Oh, and Shot in the Dark.
Uh-huh.
That was.
I don't know that one.
Oh, yeah. Shot in the dark.
Come on. Hottie chick video. No.
Drawing a blank.
She's the demure young lady.
Chris,
her mother doesn't want her to go to the Ozzy
This
concert.
may help. It was in the 80s.
Her mother didn't want her to go to the Ozzy concert. Her naughty girlfriends come and pick her up, and the girlfriends
Naughty.
look like basically L7. Okay,
Ooh.
and so they all show up in this car, and the demure like good Christian girl like, oh, I don't want to go to Ozzy, I don't want to do this, but then she gets possessed by Ozzy. And she becomes one of Ozzy's women, and her friends look up, and she's a billboard for Ozzy.
I've had dreams like that.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Smell Ozzy. Oh, where were we? We were in the middle of whoring ourselves. If you'd like to comment on...
Which is where we were when Scott called the first time.
Yeah, if you'd like to comment on the shitty quality of our audio, our telephone broadcast just now, or would like to say kudos, good job on the telephone broadcast, you can email us at radio@radiotiki.com or any of us individually, but you can also put it up on the website for all the listeners.
And if
to
you don't
see.
yet have a Radio Tiki login, you can
better-
register
you better
for
get
a Radio
one.
Tiki login. Get them. They're going fast.
You don't want to have a nickname with a number after it. Nobody
Yeah.
likes that.
Cool Dude 59 just doesn't sound as cool.
As cool dude. Also this week on the website, we are running a contest. Tell us what DSL stands for. Not digital subscriber line, not what's running into the studio, but our naughty little juvenile reference to DSL and why it makes us giggle.
It's made us giggle for years.
The person that guesses correctly gets an autographed Season 1 CD of the Great Radio Tiki Experiment.
Brad and Sandy and Joe
are not eligible.
Anybody who we've gone out drinking with is not eligible.
Yes.
Anybody that's drank
Anybody
with us.
we've met.
And speaking of meeting, we had an opportunity this week to meet Jeff out at his 100th movie of 2000. We'll talk a little bit more about it in Jeff's movie segment. However, since a lot of our listeners are overseas, they or in other countries, they didn't make it to the show.
Yeah.
So
We're sitting in the food court. It's about a half hour before the show. You turn to me completely serious. Do we have to go? Do we have to get going? Get a seat. Yeah.
in the theater.
Yeah, Tom.
At what time?
About half hour before the show.
No.
What
Noon
time of
day?
11:45 a.m.
Yeah.
For a noon show.
12:50.
It was a very eventful day. I watched an old guy keel over. Paramedics showed up. It was nice.
He was pre-keeled. By the time we got there.
He was laying on the floor when we arrived.
So you didn't actually see the act of keeling.
No.
No.
Did not see that, but saw the act of wheeling out.
Keeling and wheeling.
Keeling and wheeling. So yes, if you've got an answer for this week's contest, Chris has deemed it necessary that responses to the contest must be emailed to us at radio@radiotiki.com.
No other responses will be accepted and discarded.
Enter early, enter often. Guess as many times as you like.
So, now wait, is this
Yeah,
one
because
for
if you
everybody who gets it right, or just the first one who gets it right?
The first one to get it right.
Okay.
Hence the
First one to
contest
get it
nature.
right. And we will send out...
I mean, because, a couple more contests and all the listeners will have one.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much all three of our
that's part of the plan.
Yeah. Antonio will have 7.
I was going to say Antonio's ineligible to win, but you know what? If he guesses correctly, we'll send an autographed copy out, another one. So, and he can use the Antonio works in a magazine. He can use the first one that he won as a promotional in his office. So.
No, we get a stable of prizes. The first time you win a prize, it's the season 1. The second time, it's like the Chick Magnets tape.
There you go.
The third time, God, I don't know what it would be.
We'd have to make some copies of that Chick Magnet tape. Man, we've just
CD,
been reviewing all of our old projects here tonight. Tiki Zine, Chick Magnets. Oh my God.
Yeah, the third winner is the special leather-bound edition of Tiki Zine. The compilation.
Special unpublished stories. Zaphod gets his big break.
Special intro by...
I think we published everything we had.
Yeah, that was
the
problem with
there was
the
anything
Tiki Zine
unpublished.
and its demise.
Didn't have enough to publish.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Well, Radio Tiki is going better than that, though.
Radio Tiki has been a much more successful venture for us.
It requires no preparation.
Really? That's
Some
preparation.
Plus, we get to sit up here and talk out of our asses for 2 hours, which is nice.
Our asses,
as opposed to the 8 hours a day I do that at work.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to
do you ever sit in your office? Do you ever sit in your office and just go?
I don't have an office.
Do you ever sit in your cube and just stare into space and go, somebody's going to figure out I'm a fraud? Oh my God. You ever have that moment?
No.
No? Good. No. Okay. Me neither.
I don't think they're on to me yet.
You don't think they'll figure out that we're making it up? Speaking of frauds and whiny bitches, actor Robert Downey Jr. freed from prison this week, starting the entertainment wheel. This has been my own little cross to bear. I've been following this story. In June, you'll recall Robert Downey Jr. Did an interview from prison with Vanity Fair magazine, saying how much prison sucks.
Duh.
Guess what, Robert? It's prison. And then last week, was talking about how his lawyers were going to try to get him free because apparently he's learned his lesson. He's had enough. He had more days than the judge realized. This week, somebody in California agreed with him. An appeals court on Wednesday freed Robert Downey Jr. from a California prison where he was serving a 3-year sentence for drug possession. A spokesman for the California State Prison in Coracan said Downey was released Wednesday afternoon, just hours after the Second District Court of Appeal ruled that Superior Court Judge Lawrence Mira had erred in sentencing him. The appeals court found that Mira, who had sentenced the Oscar-nominated star of Chaplin in August of 1999, failed to take into account some 323 days that he had already served in a locked-down drug rehabilitation facility. Is a lockdown rehab facility the same as prison?
Yes.
I disagree. I bet there were more comfy chairs in the rehab facility.
It was court-ordered. I believe it counts.
It counts, but it's not as bad
It's not
as
prison.
It's nicer food.
It's not like
you can look out the window.
More ping pong.
We're not talking about, Papillon kind of prison, but still, it was nice.
Whoa.
Thank you. Mira ordered Downey, 35, to spend 3 years behind bars for violating probation, cocaine possession, showing up in somebody's houses that wasn't his own. He was eligible for parole in November. I'm extremely gratified that the Court of Appeals recognized that he is entitled to these credits. He gets like prison credits. He gets like an account. The attorney said Downey was doing well as one can under the circumstances, being in prison. I'm sure he's doing a lot better as of today, now that he's no longer somebody's bitch. Allegedly. That's it. It talks about his career. Downey's prison term spurned a debate in Hollywood over whether it was excessive. many of his colleagues saying that he was suffering from an illness and should have been in rehab rather than prison. Except
Yeah,
for when he
but-
started breaking into other people's houses.
Exactly. If you got a problem, stay in rehab until it's cured.
Yeah, cure the problem that you have.
Don't leave rehab and end up in people's basements or wherever the hell he ended up.
And you know what? If you're in
So did the story say any... I'm sorry, go ahead.
if you're in the L.A. County Jail awaiting trial, that's not a good
That's
time
not-
to do drugs.
That's not a place you want to be.
Not a good time. What were you going to say?
Did they say any movie roles coming up for him or anything?
Oh, you know what?
Any work?
They're going to need some a lot of good makeup artists for his first movie, I imagine.
And one of those donuts for his chair. Sorry.
Oh,
no.
Allegedly.
Because you know you can't get hemorrhoid treatment.
Yeah. No,
What do you think he was talking
I
about?
was talking about hemorrhoids.
Allegedly, he
that-
has hemorrhoids.
That prison food.
Allegedly.
That
Goes
prison
right through you.
That prison food fuck you right in the ass.
Whoa.
Yes.
The actor whose latest film was Wonder Boys with Michael Douglas. said in an
Excellent
interview,
movie.
He attends drug rehabilitation classes 5 days a week and is tested all the damn time, in quotes, which keeps him from backsliding into his former addiction. But no listing of further work.
Wonder Boys was one of those movies that had like big name actors that nobody went to see. It was really good.
I remember you gave it a good review.
No, it was before the show.
No, you gave it a grade, didn't
It
you?
was before the show.
Oh, come! I remember you talking about it. Well, maybe we were just out drinking.
You talked about it because they re-released it.
No.
Pass.
I will say nothing so I don't look like a fool.
I might have. It might have been like show 1 or 2, but I doubt it.
I'm going to check the records
It
later.
was very early February.
I'm going to check the records later.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right.
You go, girl.
Other piece of entertainment news this week. Chris, as everyone knows, Chris has got the reality television sickness. He watches The Big Brother and The Survivor.
Uh-huh.
A little piece of reality television.
I stopped watching The Real World.
A little piece of reality television premiered this week. That American High.
Oh, yeah.
The camera crews following the high school students in Chicago. Well, not Chicago, a very privileged suburb of
Which
Chicago.
one?
Yeah.
Highland Park.
Highland Park.
What is it with Fox TV reality-based high school shows and the city of Chicago? Because remember they did that...
John Hughes films.
They did that... Was it Yearbook?
Yes.
That was filmed at Glenbard West like 8-10 years ago?
People think Chicago high schools are all like John Hughes films, so they come here.
They are.
Well, they went to Glenbard West because that's where Lucas was filmed.
I think it's also that the Chicago suburban high schools are more tolerant of people coming in and doing shit in their high school. You know,
possibly.
You go to some place where they actually, well, I don't want to say that they don't care as much about the education in the suburbs here,
or
in some high schools, but
I wouldn't go that route.
But there are a lot of states and or cities where they just wouldn't tolerate that, where the people would just say, hey, we're trying to teach kids here, get out of the school.
Well, they're going to want to go to a major metropolitan area,
and they're not going to let the kids carry cameras around, in the school too. I mean, that's what they're doing, right?
Not to diss listeners in any other part of the country, but they're not going to do this.
We rule.
They're not going to do this kind of show in Jackson, Mississippi.
Well, and like Highland Park,
Indianapolis,
like kids bring their own cameras to school probably anyways because they all own camcorders, so it's probably not a big deal.
They're not going to pick any place in the United States where there's a noticeable accent. So Texas, Georgia,
that's another
who
thing,
have
right.
decent schools.
The Midwest accent is kind of the Midland accent
they want
of the
United
Midwest
States. Accent. So you have some choices. New England is out. New England is completely
It's either
out.
California or the Midwest.
Right, California.
They don't want California because it's too California.
Well, there's a weird attitude of the student in California. Plus, the other
school system sucks.
the other interesting part, they could pick a place like Arizona or even Colorado. Now, the Colorado is you get those mountain kids, and they're not like
South Park.
Yeah, it's all like South Park. Arizona and California have an interesting thing in that a lot of the schools have that outdoor campus feel, Whereas in Chicago,
Yeah.
it's a school.
You're all in a building.
You're in the building.
You don't leave the
That's
building.
what people traditionally think about when they think about a high school. So I think they picked Chicago, one, because of the John Hughes effect, and two, purely a marketing maneuver. Because the people making these films, you could say, well, nobody knows what John Hughes films are anymore. That generation is gone. Well, the guys making the documentary, the people producing the documentary, they're our age, or slightly older.
Yeah.
They know the John Hughes films, so I'm guessing that's why they picked it. Now that we've beaten that to death, why they did it
with a bunch of theories, maybe right, maybe not.
About 10 minutes ago, I mentioned we pull shit right out of our ass. Pull crap on this show, just present it. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knew?
Anyway, I watched this show, and I've come to the conclusion, I'm fairly liberal and open-minded about a lot of things, but I'm guessing what this country needs is a war. We need to clean out some of the blood around here. There's a
You
lot
mean a
of
draft?
Yeah, well, a big old war. Not only was I irritated at the kids on this reality show,
They're probably all spoiled brats
exactly, and I was irritated at the parents
who are pushovers.
Well, there was one mom. She has a lovely daughter. The girl on the show is going to be one of the breakout stars, I'm sure. She's a musician.
Speaking of,
she's got a boyfriend and all that. The mom, they have a condo in Highland Park. The mom has a boyfriend who lives in Chicago, never at home. The daughter is a latchkey kid in high school who comes home and lets herself in and out of the house.
She's a single
by herself.
parent.
She's never
that owns
there.
a condo.
Right, but the parent is never there. The child puts herself to sleep. Yeah, I know she's 17 years old. That's fine, but 17 years old, you shouldn't be making your own dinner and never seeing your mom ever.
At 17, how long has she been doing that?
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
Although if you are 17, that's a sweet-ass deal.
Yeah, now, if you are 17, that's probably the coolest thing ever.
And
it makes it easier for the show.
And those are the kids. Yeah. And those are the kids who end up doing drugs, getting pregnant, drinking.
Well, this young lady is so much in love with her boyfriend. She cannot believe that he's leaving next year to go to Colorado, University of Colorado, and because she's a junior, he's a senior.
Wah, wah.
She's
Didn't
so
she
in love
see
with
it
him.
coming?
She lives. She said that she doesn't know what her life was before he came around. That she had no. She said this on
the ignorance
camera.
of youth.
She said this on camera. I had no personality before he came around.
Probably true.
He has literally molded me.
Uh-huh.
And then they cut to him because he's one of the characters on the show as well. They cut to him. He's like, "Yeah, I love her and all, but I need a little space. I want to spend some of my own day." So guess which little girl's in for a world of hurt sometime this season?
Yeah.
Episode 4.
Yeah. Now I'm also assuming that they did this. They did a whole year of this. So it's last year that this happened. So we could probably go seek these people out and ask them how it all turned out.
Hey,
you still living at home?
Well, it's going to happen on local Fox News, I bet.
We're going to find those kids.
Yep, I bet they do.
Fox tie-in. So what bothers me is I was presented with, again, Victoria, you know that American High show? Yeah. I think I want to watch that. So, if the buzz is reaching people like Vicky, who doesn't watch television at all, this should be an interesting little program.
If you watched Fox at all, you couldn't avoid the commercials. I mean, even if you tried, you couldn't avoid the commercials. Yeah. It was on constantly.
See, the thing is, it was on during the times that I watch Fox, like when The Simpsons are on, and she's like, "Ooh, that looks good." So now it's on. So I just went down to the basement. That's why I built the basement and go down there.
With his bear.
There you go.
But I did sit through this episode specifically for you guys in this show, so that I could come here and basically blast it.
When are you gonna start watching Survivor and Big Brother?
I've been inching toward the Big Brother. I've been watching a little Big Brother. I did watch the end of the Survivor the other night because I thought maybe that corporate trainer guy was.
No, he got immunity. It pissed me off.
Being a corporate trainer myself, I can just tell you that he's making us all look bad. He's making us look really bad. We're not all big, flaming, huggy people
who want to sit around naked all the time.
Well, we do that. There's a lot of naked. We want
naked
in training.
time.
Naked is about burying the soul. No.
Moving on.
Yeah. That was all my entertainment for this week. So.
Well, we had the Ozfest Report to fill time. So.
That's right. We had It was an entertainment light week this week. The convention kind of killed a lot of the news. Last week we had the Concorde crash, killed a lot of the news. Convention killed a lot of news.
I think we had
this
enough
week.
news.
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about just in general.
Entertainment.
Entertainment here. The summer movies this year not doing as well as last.
That's
I
because the
could see
crop
that.
isn't that great.
Yep.
I've seen one really, truly good summer blockbuster.
I've seen X-Men.
What did you say was the really good summer
Perfect
block?
Storm.
Oh.
I've seen X-Men this summer. That's it.
Yeah.
You know, I can't skew one way or the other on that. I'm so out of my movie realm. I
mean, really, on average, how many of the summer blockbusters do you think the average person has seen?
All of them.
No. 2, 3 tops.
I would say
they've been pretty diverse in their interest, so I can't see too many people seeing more than 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, the new Pokemon movie, Pokey Sucks.
Huh?
Nobody's going to it.
They got the money they needed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
sure. When
when it
buying
was
a child ticket for like $2.
Yeah, they got the money they needed when it was released in Japan last year.
Oops.
Yeah, and it made all its money last year.
What was it called? Pokemon? What, 1999?
Well, when they released the when they released the first Pokemon movie here in America, they had an interview over in Japan. The 3rd or 4th one was out at the time.
Oh, all right.
Pokemon, hi. Speaking of Japanese cartoon invasion, at McDonald's now this week it's Hello Kitty toys.
Ooh.
You know, I didn't realize Hello Kitty was from Japan.
Yeah.
I totally didn't realize
and it's
that.
like huge business there too.
It dawns upon me now that it makes sense that it's from Japan. But you know, when we were young children, Hello Kitty was popular as well. I mean, do you remember?
I remember.
I don't remember Hello Kitty.
I do remember that.
I mean, well, see, I have a sister. You don't.
Yeah.
See, Jeff has a sister.
Well,
So what's my excuse?
You don't have a sister either.
I know, but I remember.
Oh. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. What is your excuse, Chris?
Did your parents put you in dresses?
I was observant.
Okay.
That's what we'll call it.
So Hello Kitty's making a comeback. But yeah, at the time I didn't realize, you know, as a child you don't realize, you know, something like that would come from Japan.
There are 50-year-old women in Japan that just go ape shit over this Hello
yeah.
Kitty stuff.
Beanie Babies?
I imagine.
There are 45, 55-year-old women here in the United States that go ape shit over Beanie Babies.
Quinky-dink?
I don't know.
That's when the estrogen runs out, right?
Yeah, apparently when the estrogen runs out, you turn into a little girl again.
Well, at least there's an upside.
Grass on the infield, play ball. All right.
No.
Clint Eastwood.
Why don't we break for a little music and we'll do our regularly scheduled segments there. This week in our regularly scheduled segments, I'm going to put Chris on the spot, even though he said he didn't have anything. We might hear from Chris's stalking report. We have Maurice's Buffy report, which I can't call it the Buffster report anymore because I've heard from Maurice's lawyers.
Blah, blah, blah.
And we have Jeff's movie segment, Jeff's movie wheel. So please stay tuned to the next segment.
I'm sorry, that would be Wheel of Movies.
Wheel of Movies, I'm sorry.
That is the preferred trademark.
I will be hearing.
You'll be hearing from my
Jeff's
lawyer.
attorneys. Why don't you take us out there, attorney boy?
You're listening to the great Radio Tiki experiment at www.radiotiki.com.
I wish that I could fly into the sky so very
Knew today was going to be a good day when I woke up. I haven't had a bowel movement in nearly 2 weeks. This morning, I had my first bowel movement. Felt fantastic. I am one of the bowel movers now. I'm getting thinner and thinner. I think I'm using most of the rice on it because I'm not bloated and my pants are getting skinnier. Very excited about it. It's the way to start the day off with a little bit of a bowel movement. Nice work, Sean. Go New York, go.
It's the right thing to do, and a tasty way to do it.
Sean, who had the alphabetical voting strategy in Survivor, which ended up kicking Jenna out.
Yeah, what a pussy.
Damn him.
Because he didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
So rather, he just picks an arbitrary Russian roulette sort of...
No, he was working through the survivors alphabetically.
Until this week.
Until last week until this week when he realized that he was the reason why Jenna got kicked out.
He just now realizes this?
What happened?
Well, he was just going to do it. He didn't think it was actually going to happen. He didn't think that they were actually there. First off, none of the survivors they don't know if there's an alliance or not. They're still trying to piece it together. Even though we're all pretty sure there's a alliance. I mean, it's pretty damn obvious. There's always 4 votes to kick somebody off the island. And he was just going to work his way through the alphabet, not realizing this. For a neurologist, he was a little slow.
Experimenting on himself,
I wonder how his practice is going.
Well, he's probably letting individual... Are you going to die? Okay, I won.
I don't think he did.
No? Okay.
It's Colleen.
Piss me off if he won.
Wait, if he was going through the alphabet, then why didn't he vote Colleen off yet?
He did once.
Oh.
That was
so
weeks ago.
each time he votes, it's the next letter?
Yeah.
I see.
So
he doesn't keep ramming on an A name until they're out.
No.
Or a C name.
Tonight's show, the theme for tonight's show is 12-year-old boy.
Yes.
It's 12-year-old boy night here at the Great Radio Experiment. Someday we may have to have a large in-studio audience again, just so that they can hear the show in between the show. The running to the bathroom, the readjusting of the package as one sits down. I have to do this because the beans were above the break. The show in between the show has been very...
much better.
Yeah, it's much better than what you're getting tonight. I apologize for that.
Ramming on the C names.
All right, let's move on. It's time for the Great Radio TV Experiment regularly scheduled segments. And even though Chris said, hey, don't mention the stalker thing, I don't have anything this week. Chris is up first with Women I Will Stalk When I'm Unemployed.
And none of us will say anything until he comes up with a name.
We are now no longer talking.
So I started, I get the Big Brother thing going on, and started really looking at the Big Brother 2000 website, and
a lot.
They have live feeds.
Yeah.
And we mentioned earlier that I got a thing for freaky chicks. And
Chris likes the freaky chicks.
There's a freaky chick on the show. So now, basically, there's 4 feeds, and what they do is they go and make sure that any of the 4 feeds you can see anybody in the house.
Is that a rule? Like somebody's got to be on the camera at all times?
Well, they have 26 cameras in the place. So
they have someone in a room.
They
have someone in a room picking which feeds.
Yeah, they have the feeds. So if they're split up, at least they'll have 4 feeds, so they'll get everybody in the house on one of those feeds.
Okay, I get it now.
There's no static shots of empty rooms or anything like that. So what the trick is that I go and I try to find out what the feed that Brittany's on.
Brittany.
And then watch her. The other day she was sleeping. It was cute. She was sleeping on the couch.
How long did you watch her sleep?
Well, I was busy doing other things.
While sitting in your chair.
Hand.
Yeah.
With the other hand.
Just kind of had the real player working and.
Is that your name for it?
Working.
Real player jukebox.
Working the real player. Oh yeah. Nice visual there.
Chris recently upgraded to the he calls it now Real Player G2.
Real Player G2 Plus.
He keeps bugging me about that.
So your woman you will stalk this week is Brittany.
I have been stalking her. She just doesn't know.
He has been following her and watching her
I
every
have been
movement.
following her, watching her.
He knows where to. It's the
He
kind
knows
of
where she is.
He sees her when she's sleeping. He knows when she's awake.
Yeah, basically.
He knows when she's been bad or good.
Yeah, so be bad, please.
For goodness sake.
For Chris's sake.
So this week I voted for her on who's your favorite house guest, and I voted for her, and she has 20% of the vote. She's second to George, who has 26%.
People like the George.
People like George. He's a fun guy.
Okay. We haven't talked about it yet, but if I were unemployed, we can bring this in. I would stalk Jane. Can we talk about Daria a little bit?
Yeah, go ahead. Can you guys clear up some issues for me? Go ahead. Talk about Daria.
It demands to be spoken about.
We're referring to the MTV animated show.
The fact that
this last episode.
The last few episodes.
If you haven't seen it yet, there will be spoilers now. Okay, go ahead.
Where you just sit and you go, oh no, yeah.
I don't want my MTV animation to be that tense.
Yeah.
Well, can you describe a little bit because I haven't seen it?
Well, basically, Jane was going out with Tom.
This guy Tom. Daria didn't like him.
Daria didn't like him.
Not our Tom, of course.
But Daria,
this being an animated television show, and not.
Right. But Daria grew to like him, to hate him less, and Daria and Tom were having more conversations and more in common, and Jane was feeling threatened and jealous, and basically what happened is they had a fight.
Tom and Jane?
Jane and Daria about she thought that Daria they were seeing each other on the side or something like that, and there's just a big jealousy thing, and ended up that Jane and Tom ended up breaking up because Tom went over to Daria's house to talk about Jane.
No, he didn't. He went over to talk about them.
Oh, well, that's what Daria thought it was.
Yeah. And that's the whole subject. Daria's like, no, I'm not trying to steal him. I'm not trying to steal him. And she's lying. That's all part of the subtext, too.
Yeah.
She starts off lying to herself about it, but by the end you can tell she's just lying.
Interesting. So it wasn't a ha-ha funny show.
No.
Oh, my God, no.
No.
Where's Quinn in all this?
Gone. They're having a blush evaluation.
Yeah, they're in blush evaluation. That's why Tom was waiting out in the car and not inside. They were rubbing things on each other's faces and making animal noises.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there's a little scene in the car when they're talking.
Tom and Daria.
They share a moment.
A moment with tongues.
Well, it's MTV animation. I don't think we could see that.
Okay. And this is the last episode before a movie?
And
is
then,
that what they're saying?
What happened basically is that Daria ends up telling Jane that she kissed her boyfriend, and then Jane and Tom break up, not necessarily because of that, because they were quote unquote bored with each other, and then so then what else happens after that? There's a lot of stuff.
Trent, Big Idiot Boy is like the sage in all of this.
Yeah.
Keeping everybody centered.
Trent, Jane's brother.
Yeah. The great line, they're talking, and it's like, Jane's like, why do I feel like throwing up every 5 minutes? And Trent, playing dumb, says, you haven't been eating stuff out of the refrigerator again, have you? Just little things like that.
Trent is Buddha.
Yeah. Yeah.
How did the episode end?
Well, Jane and Trent are driving, and Trent's like, so where are we going? Darius. And they show up, and it's like, again, Daria tries to convince Jane that she wasn't trying to steal Tom. They're like, well, what happens now? Are we still friends? Oh, I don't know. Well, are we? Yeah, we're the kind of friends who can't stand to see the sight of each other, and Jane gets up and walks out. And that's how it ended. Oh, and then there's a little scene where Tom calls Daria. But we don't hear what Tom is saying. That's the very end.
And now the movie.
And now the movie in 3 weeks.
You gotta wait till the 27th for the movie.
See, I didn't. It got
Maybe
the-
they'll have like a showing, like a group, like a
Right, sure.
festival or something.
Sure.
Well, they did the other day. They showed the entire season.
Damn it!
My TiVo recorded all of them. I'm like, what the hell is all this? Click, 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 click. Yeah, it was all. It was like 3 hours of Daria.
You killed them all?
Yeah. Damn it! I got to make room for
I have
Survivor, Big
most
Brother,
of them
and
on tape.
Babylon
I think
5.
I'm missing one.
Well, I wouldn't mind checking at least these last 4 or 5 out. So
That's like this season. It started
the
this
whole
season.
season.
Oh, is it?
It was hinted at the end of last season, vaguely, but it really came home to roost this season. Anyway.
All right.
A few tables were knocked over, and
They kicked over a few chairs,
Yeah.
knocked over some tables. Pulled an alligator out of the hat instead of a rabbit.
There you go.
I was sitting there, starting at 20 minutes to 9, saying this better fucking be a new episode tonight. That better not have been the last episode last week.
I could have told you that.
Well, I didn't know. And it was a new episode, so.
Well, there you go.
I didn't have to murder.
More new episode than you would.
But now you have to wait 3 weeks.
Now I have to wait 3 weeks. But
So
at least
then-
I know I have to wait 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
I won't be sitting there next Wednesday saying this better be a new episode than that. Anyway.
All right. So, woman you will stalk this week, Brittany. You are stalking her.
I am stalking her.
Next
Even
week.
though he is still employed.
Even though he's still employed.
Yeah. Well,
Although if he keeps watching her, at work.
I can't watch at work.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, if you're watching her at work, you will be unemployed. So.
Well.
Wait, I'm the one who could watch at work. I
Yes,
think
you
I
could.
will. All right. Maurice, the Buffy Report.
Oh, have some balls and say it. You know you want to. Buster. Yeah.
This week.
Fuck the man! Fuck the man!
This week's Buffster Report.
And you know where you can fuck the man?
Brought to you by 3M.
Right in the
Short and
Eastwood.
sweet. Wouldn't that be funny if I 1 week I came in here and said, hey, 3M wanted to sponsor me.
All right. That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be funny?
It'd be weird.
The Buster Report, brought to you by 3M, bringing little yellow sticky notes to you.
To you. This week's Buffy the Vampire Slayer episode.
You bitch. Dick.
The Harsh Light of Day, the 3rd episode of this season, being the 4th season. Spike comes back to town, and anytime Spike's in an episode, it's probably a good episode.
Wacky.
Comes back to town looking for the vampire equivalent of the Holy Grail, something to give him the ultimate power, the Gem of Amara, which, when worn, would allow him to be immune to crosses.
Was that ex-Cubs pitcher Amari Telemaco you're?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was not.
I wasn't
Gem
listening.
of Amara.
I'm sorry, I was
Immune
elsewhere.
to crosses, sunlight, stabbing in the heart.
It
Basically
removes all the
making him-
vampire vulnerabilities.
Basically making him invulnerable.
+4 against clerics.
Just
and paladins.
We don't know how that will be affected in the new rules, sir.
Look out for Mr. Dragon. Whoa.
He's angry.
Roar.
The roller.
I'm a widow dragon.
Okay.
Excuse me.
No.
So, and this was a 2-parter, a Buffy Angel event, as it were. And as most Buffy Angel events this year, the Angel episode was a little better. The Buffy one was good. Not only did we had the Spike situation stuff, we also had Anya returning.
Everybody likes Anya.
Oh, yeah.
And it's the one where she drops her dress in front of Xander.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. Where'd that dress go? So anyways.
I really like
So
that
anyways,
Storms in Africa.
it turns out that it is not a Holy Grail. It does really exist. And Spike finds it, but Buffy wrestles it from him and ships it off to Los Angeles, where Angel is, so that he can have it.
And the floor
he
opens
can
up and it
be-
falls into an abyss.
And he can be the invulnerable vampire. So we shift to the Angel episode. Angel gets it, hides it, because he doesn't know what to do with it yet. Not wanting this, not necessarily yet wanting this invulnerability, knowing that it is he will become hunted for this item.
By the way, you notice that Maurice said that Buffy just shipped the gem to Angel?
FedEx.
No. You notice that he skipped over the mode of transportation because Maurice hates the mode of transportation.
Oz?
It was Oz. Oz did a crossover.
His band had a gig in Los Angeles. Was
So-
the excuse?
Not liking the Seth Green.
Well, it was actually they actually like put it into the. They actually used a valid excuse in the show. So I give the writers credit for saying, hey, they're in a band. They could like be on a road trip and hit Los Angeles, and boom, at the same time, Oz could go drop this ring off.
I just wanted
I applaud.
I just wanted to
the
let you
writers
know
for
you
that.
didn't pull the wool over my eyes, pal.
So anyways, and of course Spike follows Oz to Los Angeles.
Because he's naughty.
He's very naughty. He's a naughty British vampire.
He's naughty.
And he captures Angel because he thinks he has the gem on him. Turns out Angel had hidden it. So Spike decides to torture Angel. Which is a very the scenes of the torture are very good because he has this wicked, sadistic
vampire
torturer who had supposedly tortured many, many thousands of people and has a thing for killing children, which comes into play later.
And
in
a
the
master's in psychology.
Actually, it wasn't killing of children he had a thing for.
I got out of it.
It was very implied that it was a consumption of children.
Could have been
in pretty much any horrible facet you could think of.
I got out of it that he liked to torture children, which in and of itself is a pretty nasty thing. You know, not something you'd want to think about.
We'll leave it Disneyized like that, but they implied other things.
It was left kind of open where you could have interpreted it other ways, and I saw the other interpretations, but that's what I chose to interpret it as.
That's fine. Hey, Rick, that's fine.
And I have no problem with you interpreting it the other way.
We could just leave it as a Grimm's fairy tale, which talks about consumption of children.
That was Jonathan Swift, A Modest Proposal.
No, that was consumption of babies.
Hansel and Gretel?
Hansel and Gretel was the consumption of children.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
So anyways.
We are far too literary sometimes, aren't we?
It ends up with the gem, Angel, Spike, the torturer, and Angel's crew all in this warehouse with the gem. And one of them tosses it onto the ground. The good guys run away, drag Angel out of there after he's been tortured for so long. And it turns out the torturer gets the ring.
Aha.
First, number one, pissing Spike off because it was his. And then creating a problem for the good guys. Angel's in bad shape, but he has to go get this guy now because he's all...
wants to eat children.
Yeah. He knows this guy's going to instantly, because the warehouse is by the ocean, so he's by the beach.
Right.
A lot of children around the beach. So he eventually kills the vampire guy.
The torturer.
Vampire torturer, regaining the gem. And he puts it on because he had to jump out into the sunlight to wrestle him into the ocean and be able to get the ring off of him. So anyways, then there's the big decision at the end, what to do with the gem. Angel could take it, use it for his good cause. He could hide it. Or he chooses to destroy it.
Dun, dun, dun,
dun. With keeping his whole dark angel persona.
From Jim Cameron.
So I thought the conflict in that episode was much better done than the one in the Buffy.
Very true.
Episode.
Very true.
But both still good episodes because they both had Spike. So
bravo.
And one had Anya.
And one had Anya.
Getting
Next
a little preview for next week's Stalker list, Chris?
Next week we will see the season premiere of this past season. Which is kind of odd because we just saw the third episode of the season. Now we're going to see, actually the next 2 weeks are the first and second episode of the season we just saw.
Okay.
So I don't know what they're exactly thinking at the WB,
I don't think
but they're kind of running things
they
a
have all the episodes on a
little,
big wheel and they just
little out of order. Just a little bit. And I kind of
first-
take exception to that, but
It's first in, last out. It's like a big, stack, and they just keep taking them tapes off the top.
geek alert.
There you go.
Geek alert.
No. I brought it back to real people.
That's a standard inventory procedure too. First,
Yeah, that's
LIFO,
true.
LIFOs.
That's true. So, anyways, yeah, in season premiere was when Buffy gets to college, so that's next week's.
Buffy goes to college.
Buffy goes to college. And that's this week's Buffy Report.
So, Tom, did you see any movies this week?
You know, in fact, I did. And Jeff, I want to thank you for inviting me and paying, paying for me to view the clumps.
I use one of my free passes.
Don't spread it around. I enjoyed a lovely afternoon with Jeff. I had popcorn
and sex. Whoa! I mean Coke.
Soda.
I mean Coke.
Whoa. And I think I enjoyed the film much more than Jeff, but that's just because I'm stupid. So
he's just happy to be out of the house.
I think I was just happy to be out.
And not at work.
You know what? I'm a big Eddie Murphy fan from way back. You know what? I'm one of the people that really loved Golden Child. No, a lot of people don't like Golden Child as a movie. They didn't like.
Hey, I said I liked Hudson Hawk tonight. What do I have to say anything?
And I like what Eddie Murphy is doing with his career now. He's taken a step. It seems like he's taken a step back from the big blockbuster action guy thing, and he's doing more things like Bowfinger, Nutty Professor, Dr. Dolittle,
Nutty Professor 2.
These are much better films, in my opinion, than say Beverly Hills Cop 3 or
Beverly Hills Cop 2.
No, Beverly Hills Cop 2 was okay. It was all right. Another 48 Hours was just a tragedy. Not Ricochet. What was the movie he was just in where he played a hostage negotiator? No. Hostage negotiator?
The Negotiator?
No.
Kevin Spacey is the hostage.
And Samuel L. Jackson.
No idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it was just... he's basically... I'm applauding Eddie for moving away from the action film genre and doing more of his comedy. I like that. The best scenes of the clumps...
Wasn't he Dracula in a movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, he was.
That was wrong. And that wasn't a comedy either. No. That was him trying to be all dark and serious.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was a tragedy is what it was. The best scenes of the clumps were when Eddie was playing all members of the clump family, arguing with each other. Very, very funny stuff. But Jeff has some little comments in his review about that. Yes, that's very funny, but then there's stuff that there should be other stuff in the movie, and I think I agree with that. So
too much plot, actually.
So with that, I will turn it over to Jeff.
What was your grade? Biatch?
I would give it just a straight B. Okay, it didn't like knock me over B+, A- or anything like that. It was very funny, and it was funny enough for me to recommend to somebody, but it wasn't close enough. It wasn't close enough to see for me not to recommend to somebody. So therefore, I would say B, straight B.
I gave it B-.
See, there you go.
And it was Art House Pretension Week. Yay. Chuck and Buck.
Wait, I want to hear about
Isn't every week Our House Pretension Week?
Yes, I give that a C+.
Really? I thought that would be better.
People are saying it's better. I didn't get it. The Five Senses, a little Canadian piece about...
Quebecois. Subtitled?
Yeah, no. You have a bunch of characters. 5 of them each personify one of the 5 senses.
Which one was touch?
A massage therapist.
Excellent.
Oh.
And really bitchy mother. See, she's losing touch with her daughter, who is sight and is B-.
Oh my God. Was this a student film?
No.
Which one was Taste? Was Sommelier?
No. Taste was a baker played by Mary Louise Parker, who makes cakes, but they taste really bad.
Interesting.
It's an ironic film.
Oh, yeah.
Wait. Let me guess about Sight, then. Eye Doctor would be too easy.
No, the eye doctor was hearing, because he's losing his hearing. Sight was the daughter, because she lost... The central theme that holds it together is that the daughter basically is supposed to watch the 3-year-old daughter of one of her mother's clients and loses her in the park. And basically the theme of the movie is you got 5 people dealing with the loss of their sense, either literally or metaphorically. It was really
What was your grade?
B minus.
But yeah, it gets
Yeah,
to B
yeah.
minus.
No. It wasn't in that way. It was never mind. Read my review.
All right.
I had to cheat on my 99th movie, and I saw a movie that came out like 4 months ago called Bossa Nova. I could go into it, but pretty much all that has to be said about the movie is the opening title card dedicated the movie to Joe Beam and Truffaut. So you're not in for a big heavy experience. Lots of people falling in love and romance and all that. It was
800 blows.
Set in Rio, I give it a B plus.
The Dance of Love.
B plus.
You gave it a B plus?
I enjoyed it greatly.
Oh no, we've lost
I think
him.
you need to stop being embarrassed about the reviews because
Yeah.
you're sitting there leading us down. It was a piece of fluff. It was very romantic, lighthearted, blah blah blah.
But well,
I gave it an A.
It was good.
Well then, you know what? Sell me a little more. Entice me.
Would you go to see it if I told you? Never.
No.
See, you wouldn't.
You know what? I wouldn't have gone to see. I wouldn't have asked to see Lola if you'd have put that spin on it.
Well, I wouldn't have put that spin on it.
Lousy German film.
I never said this movie was lousy. It was very good.
It was A plus.
Yeah. And the last movie I saw this week, Catfish and Black Bean Sauce. My nomination for Clumsy Title of the Year. Here's the premise. Sometime before the movie, many, many years ago, two Vietnamese war orphans are adopted by an African-American couple. And the point of the movie is the daughter finds her birth mother. What did I give it? Oh, I gave it a C.
Okay.
Anyway.
Oh. And you gave the clumps
B minus.
B minus.
Well, we must hear Jeff's clumps review to compare and contrast.
Well, Tom did my clumps review, basically.
No, not really. That kind of.
No, you did my clumps review, basically. I have pretty much the same things to say about the movie.
Okay.
Scene with Eddie was really, really funny. And then everything else just was kind of the downtime between those scenes. There were some laughs in the downtime, but not as many.
The more I think about it, the plot is really terrible.
Yeah.
But you almost have to just okay, yeah.
Yeah.
The plot's going to be bad in this.
The plot's going to be bad. It's going to be terrible. But then they develop a bad and terrible plot. If it was just something that was there as an excuse for Eddie, that would have been fine. But and there's all your
Read my review of Golden Child.
Yeah. There's way too many little weepy moments, sentimental moments.
Yeah. One thing I will applaud in this film, and I think I said this to Jeff. Eddie Murphy plays this huge person, Sherman Klump, supposed 400 or 500 pounds, whatever. He's supposed to be very fat. You never look at it and go, "That's Eddie in a costume." You look at it as this. There's this person, and all of the makeup in the movie was that way. It was all done masterfully.
It's very good, yes.
You saw them as actual people, even when Eddie was playing, Sherman Klump's mother and Sherman Klump's grandmother. The grandmother was a little bit cartoonish in that she had these tits that she was always walking all over, and she did talk a lot like a man. But other than that, other people in the other characters that he was dressed as in the film were just right on, and the makeup was superb. But the story was just idiotic.
So do you think it'll get a nomination for best makeup?
I would have to know more about how much of it was computer generated and how much of it wasn't.
it was all 5-hour makeup job kind of thing. Yeah.
It was all makeup?
Yeah.
Then yes. Yes, it will. If it was bad makeup job touched up with computer, then no, probably it wouldn't. That would be my guess. But it's Rick Baker. He's got a closet full of Oscars anyway.
So anybody want to hear about any of the other movies?
Chuck and Buck, please.
What was that about, Chuck and Buck? I've heard the name, but I don't recall what it was about.
Chuck and Buck were childhood friends, and Chuck's grown up and moved out to L.A. and is now in the music industry. But Buck has lived with his mother and taken care of his mother, and his mother dies, and Buck writes Chuck and says, "Hey, my mom's died," and basically just starts stalking Chuck. Moves out to L.A. and it's just a real. If it were a comedy, you'd call it a one-joke movie, but it's not a comedy, so I don't know what the phrase would be for that.
It wasn't a comedy?
No, it wasn't. Oh. No, not at all. It's just an uncomfortable movie. Because you never really know what Buck's deal is. Is he, does he have mental problems? Is he still a 13-year-old? You never know.
Well, does he end up being like a psycho and try to kill
No.
Chuck? Or?
No, he means it well. He never. He just wants to hang out with Chuck.
Yeah.
So he's never scary that he wants to kill him, and then it goes into the end. Part of the ending is where he writes a play called Hank and Frank.
I see.
And they put it on, and he gets...
Chuck and Buck put it on?
No, Buck put it on.
Oh, well, you said they. I didn't know.
And he makes sure Chuck is there, and things come to a head, and you find out the reason that Buck is obsessing like this, and it just...
He loves Chuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much. Well, as children, I don't want to ruin it, but none of you are going to see it. As children, they went into the woods.
Yeah.
Hint, hint, hint.
Uh-huh.
You know where I'm going with that.
How old were they?
Kids.
They found a cave?
10, 12, yes.
They found a cave of the unknown?
Yes.
I see.
As Buck puts it, a little of the old Chuck and Buck suck and fuck.
I see.
Whoa. But, it was a nice story there, but it was just completely ruined for me by Chuck, by Buck. You never know what his deal is. He's just not acted well or not written well. I can't put my finger on
Anybody we know in this movie, or is it just all indie?
Chuck was played by the guy who wrote it. Buck and Frank, Buck.
Frank, right.
Buck in the play were played by the Weitz brothers, who directed American Pie. That's about it. Of people you'd know.
Okay. Well, that was my vote, so I heard all I wanted to hear about it.
Yeah, it's just... You know what?
I'm good.
Gee,
I'm good.
I had an open letter that I forgot to read. Can I read my open letter? Do we have time, Chris? It's very short. If we're running late, I can hold it, but it directly related to Chuck and Buck.
All right. We will have. Well, let's plan a little bit here.
Okay.
We have one of Jeff's famous open letters. You'll recall we had an open letter to Nick Cage.
See,
in
the
the
thing
past.
is, I was going to write it out, but I only had like a little corner on my news story, and I didn't have room, and I completely forgot.
And I think that we should have this beautiful, heartfelt letter, open letter to whomever.
I had the open letter to the people who make movie trailers.
You had your open letter to the people who make movie trailers. Anybody else? Did I miss
No, that's about it.
And now we have an open letter to...
Independent filmmakers.
An open letter to independent filmmakers. Jeff, the floor is yours.
Hello, independent filmmakers. We all know that technology is a great thing.
Hello.
Technology at its best allows us to do things more quickly, more cheaply, and more efficiently than normally we would do. But sometimes people like to jump on technology a little bit too soon. And I think you know what I'm referring to here. I am referring to your seemingly excessive and exclusive use of digital cameras these days. Do you notice how, like, when you're framing a shot, how, like, if a guy's just standing still, he's really kind of blurry? And if there's any sort of movement, like, God forbid, a car drives through your frame, it's all pixelated and you really can't tell what it is? Maybe either you should go out and buy yourself a better digital camera, or just wait a couple of years on it. Let Lucas work on it a little bit until the technology evolves to the point where your movies are watchable.
Let Lucas sit on it.
Because this is the third feature I have seen now using digital cameras, and the phrase that comes to mind, piss poor. Thank you.
Speaking of digital cameras, because of digital cameras, Lucas is now done with the first round of principal photography for Star Wars 2.
That's what I said. Perhaps, Lucas has the money and the know-how.
And hard drives.
But
the space.
He's recording in high quality mode.
Yeah. When you go out to the Best Buy and spend $800 on the thing you're going to shoot your feature film with,
Super 8?
You might want to rethink that.
Alrighty.
This has been an open letter by Jeff to the makers of independent films.
Film is good.
That's right. We welcome replies to this open letter, including any independent filmmakers that happen to be listening. Please discuss the merits or detractions of digital cameras on our website. The website can be found at www.radiotiki.com.
Brought to you by the Booze Council, because booze really satisfies.
Booze takes a dull party and makes it better.
Booze makes you popular and heals all wounds. B-O-O-Z-E, booze.
Yeah, we just barely got the mics.
Booze is good food. Yeah, I had to do the last half hour of Chuck and Buck for the kids here.
Jeff is just conducting his own little across the aisle actor studio here. Studio here in the studio.
studio.
And we're deeply engaged in discussing Chuck and Buck. Chris goes, "Song's over, short drop." Oh, so we're back. It's
Booze is good food, and everybody's going to rush right out and see Chuck and Buck now, aren't they?
Yeah.
After hearing the ending.
Yeah, it might be a rental. What the hell? See, I don't mind knowing the endings of films. It helps me deal with them sometimes. Like, again, I mentioned my wife. She will go to the video store and not read the back of the box. She goes, "Do you want to see this?" "Yeah, do you know what it's about? Because I don't think you'll like it." "No, I didn't read the back of the box. I don't want to know." You might want to know. This one's about, honey, this is Brazilian goat fucker porn. I don't know if you want to watch this.
I hear this 8mm's good.
And why are we in a video store that has goat fucker porn? Let's just go. Let's leave.
Before the clerk recognizes me.
Oh, God, let's go. "Dude, you're back again." "No, I've never been here before." "Dude, here's your special order." "I've never been here before."
I like that ordering scene from Clerks where he's ordering the videos. Remember that one? Okay.
I could get that.
You probably could. Well, I tried to. It's a little long. Okay.
For a show opener, perhaps. We can use that.
And the word, like, fuck appears like 800 times in 30 seconds or something.
37
seconds.
Oh.
Clint.
One thing
is not in Clerks.
Stop it. One thing I forgot to mention before when we were whoring the show, and I want to bring that up now here at the wrap-up section of the show. Chris has put together a little something. We're talking about for the contest. You can win a autographed CD with the first 20, 22 shows, whatever it is, of the year.
312 hours, according to Tom.
70 hours, 80 hours of programming on the CD. But more importantly, that's available right now to our listeners on the Tiki
Encore channel.
The Tiki Encore channel, that's correct. Available through the website. All the shows we've done ever are playing back-to-back right now. And
it's Chris. He looped it.
Chris looped it all together for your listening pleasure. Turn it on at work. It'll be still going next day when you show up. Treat the security guards. So be sure to check out the Tiki Encore channel and give us some feedback on that. Maybe we could put together something in the pot for later, like a Tiki request show or something. But we were talking about that the one weekend that Chris wasn't going to be here. We were going to record like best of clips, but that would just be masturbatory. So we don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
And harder than I thought it would be when I sat down to think about it.
We haven't broken out that term in a while.
Well, I use masturbatory in the clinical sense.
I know.
Not in the juvenile sense that we've been using it in other.
Oh, I know. I'm just, it's been a while since you've used it that term in that way.
Well, thank you.
Jack off.
Thank you.
So tune into the Tiki Encore channel for classic Tiki episodes.
For encores.
Exactly.
Of Tiki.
Check out, if you're a new listener, you can check out those shows you've missed. And the email. We've gotten some email in the past, people saying, "Oh, I've checked out the Encore channel," or actually, this was before the Encore channel. "I just listened to all of the old shows, and they're great." And so
that's when there were like 6 of them.
Yeah, now you can catch them all at once in a convenient, easy-to-open package.
So if we have 3 days to spare, tune into the Encore channel and listen to every single episode we've made.
If you've been laid off.
If you're perhaps home with a sickness, or we would like to be part of your fever dreams. We would like to be part of your fever dream. Thank you very much.
I think we might actually be good in a fever dream.
Ooh.
Excellent.
Let's go for the fever dream demographic.
Ooh. When I was a child, I had a fever. Radio Tiki. No, I won't do it. I just went too far there.
Mm-hmm.
Chris, who will you be stalking next week?
I'm going to have a minor characters of 90210 retrospective.
Oh, right.
Bravo,
sir. Excellent. I await with bated breath.
Wow.
Minor characters of 90210 retrospective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maurice, next week on the Buffster Report. Ah!
Well, I've already previewed the Buffy Report for next week.
Yeah,
Jesus, Tom. Thanks for listening to the show.
I'm barely conscious as it is when I do the show. Oh, and Jeff, you forgot to do coming out on video this week in the earlier.
Oh, did I? Yeah. Romeo Must Die.
Oh, one of our
Does he
favorite
die at the end of the
reviews
movie?
you.
No, he doesn't.
No.
Everybody else does, but he and Aaliyah don't. And when I say everybody else does, I mean every character you've seen in that movie dies, except for Romeo and Aaliyah.
DMX.
Sorry for giving
Yeah,
that away.
Orlando.
And another one of those little teen comedies that I like so much, Whatever It Takes is out on video. You should be getting a report from Amazon soon on that one, Chris.
Oh, already.
This is the Cyrano de Bergerac update.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
It's a sickness, Jeff. You know, you're
Yes,
like,
it is.
You're 10 years older than any of those people in those movies.
Not necessarily.
Have you heard that the guys from Scary Movie are writing a new movie? 10 things about you that drive me crazy. You know, something.
Really?
Yeah.
That'll be
cool.
Really?
It'll be just retitled teen movie, but you know, it's got that big long, like they tried to do with.
Don't get caught in the hood without your juice sucker or something.
No, well that was their inner city movie, but the title for Scary Movie before was like, I know what you were doing last summer, screaming or something like that. Blah, blah, blah.
It was a big long title like that originally too.
What else on that video? Sorry, I missed.
Oh, that was it.
Okay. And then what are you seeing next week?
Your big releases: Hollow Man, Coyote Ugly, Space Cowboys. We all know about those.
Space Cowboy.
Few interesting little indie things. I don't know if I'll see. The Tammy Faye Baker biography's coming out this week. Eyes of Tammy Faye.
Who's playing Tammy Faye?
Tammy Faye.
Tammy Faye.
Oh,
the
my
documentary.
God.
It's a documentary.
Okay.
A little French film, I think it is, called Girl on the Bridge. Really old knife thrower guy, losing his accuracy. No one will work for him anymore. So he goes and recruits women who are about to jump off this bridge.
Cool.
All right.
Apparently it's a comedy.
They love Jerry Lewis over there, so be careful where you tread.
And the winner of the Cannes Film Festival's Audience Award, Saving Grace. Growing these orchids isn't making any money anymore. Let's grow weed.
Okay.
Bunch of old, 50-year-old English women in a little small village.
Oh, there's some lovely buds, dear.
Pretty much.
The penguin ate them.
Pretty much.
Oh, you've got all weeds and stems in there. That'll never sell. Ooh, no, sell it to the Jamaican fellow. He'll smoke anything.
I was over on the North Slope.
This is the lovely stuff. It's in the sun all day long.
And apparently since they have all this experience growing orchids, they grow like the best weed ever.
Excellent. That's a keeper.
Make sure you see that.
Okay.
I
think I will.
If you have to prioritize.
You can skip the Tammy Faye one.
I think I might.
Maybe try to do the French one. I know it's going to be a 5-movie week for you.
It was a 5-movie week this week.
Oh, I guess it was.
I'll see a couple of the big ones on Sunday or something. I don't know. We'll see.
That Space Cowboys looks very interesting to me.
Some people call me the Space Cowboy.
What I'm hearing is
I'm just calling you the gangster of love.
Is that the story's kind of stupid, but you really like all the old guys.
Old guys are fun.
Old guys are fun. Oh, see, I like James Garner.
There's great chemistry and great acting, and you really go for the characters.
It's like a road movie in space.
Exactly.
Oh, sure.
That's exactly what it is.
I could dig that.
And Coyote Ugly sucks. I knew it would, but still.
That's the advanced word?
Yeah.
That's a shame, because I wanted it to be better.
Well,
it's out this week, right?
Yeah.
I think what
Thanks for listening to the show, Chris.
I think what the what that movie is basically all about
Boobies.
Yeah. That's pretty much the movie.
They have a target demographic.
We can go downtown and do the Coyote Ugly, but I'm a cheerleader double feature, Chris.
Oh. Maybe I should do that one alone.
Maybe you should just wait till it comes out on video.
The thing I'm hearing about Coyote Ugly is it's the summer of the PG-13 movie. That's what this summer is officially. This is this should have been an R movie, not in the way that Scary Movie should have been an NC-17, but it should have been an R movie, but they dumbed it down to PG-13 to get the rating. They could have done so much more with the material if it were an R movie. That's what I'm hearing. At least I haven't seen it. So,
Director's cut.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I mean, at the script stage, I'm saying.
Oh.
The movie was written to be PG-13, whereas it should have been written to be R. Is something I'm hearing a lot.
So that's something we're going to blame on Kevin then. Uh-oh. Was he the sole writer?
No, he doctored the script. He doesn't even have writing credit.
Oh, he doesn't? Oh,
No.
okay. I thought he was heavily involved. Well, that's a relief.
Involved enough.
Yeah. But not enough for a credit.
No.
All right, and for me, well, same old thing. We should, we've tossed around having another hot tub show. We could probably try that before the summer ends.
Isn't it over now? Oh, wait, no, it's actually warm today. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Actually, the hottest part of summer is supposed to be starting right now.
And it's 60 degrees out
and
there.
we're below average temperatures right now.
It's the end of the world. You'll hear it right here on Radio Tiki.
As long as Scott calls in and tells us about it.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm standing on the brink of Armageddon. Scott, can you get closer to the conflict?
How many horsemen do you see?
There are only 3 right now.
Oh, that's not enough for an apocalypse.
Call back later.
They're expecting the 4th horseman any moment now. Yes, I do see the 4th horseman.
Are they on fire?
Only one of them is on fire.
Fuego.
Death is on fire. Famine is showing up as a really skinny guy. Pestilence is a rotting horse.
Okie dokie.
All right, sorry.
Thank you.
We'll bring the end of the world live.
As it happens.
As it happens.
Hell, we'll be responsible.
Correspondent Scott.
You know, now that they closed down WMAQ, we have to, close that, fill that gaping hole in Chicago radio.
We are the gaping hole of Chicago radio. We are ready to fill the gaping hole.
No, I like it better that we are the gaping hole.
We are the gaping hole. Coming up next, radio history.
There'll be another link on the website. Our slogans for ourselves.
Pick some of your own.
From the show.
We'll have a vote.
The gaping hole. The gaping hole of Chicago radio.
That could be the next survey on the website.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to pull down this survey anyway.
The exercise.
It's only been up a week.
False starts.
No, that was my favorite. Exercise. What was it?
That ends. False starts in minutia. Something like that.
We let our hyperbole get the best of us.
Yeah.
Someone will have to go back and listen through how many
Screaming
hours.
hyperbole. Well, thank you for joining us for another Friday Night Cavalcade. We'll be on all week in the rebroadcast, and we will see you next Friday night, 8 o'clock Central Time, or wherever you happen to be when the world is in that position.
Well said.
Thank you.
Very well said.
This is the Great Radio Tiki Experiment at www.radiotiki.com. And be sure to check out the
Encore channel.
Good night.